Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Debauchery Circus Campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me at the virtual table today are Brie, Brandie, John, Jr., and Steven. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hola.
Hi.
Hi.
Now, before we begin, I'm going to remind everybody that our very first Halloween one-shot is coming up in about 2 months. That's right, this is our very first ever one-shot here on Random Rhapsody, which will be run by Alyssa Egan from the Fab 5 campaign. Brie and John from the Debauchery Circus will be playing alongside me, and Coins and Joe from the Fab 5. The stream will be airing on Monday, October 25th, and it will be up on YouTube Halloween night. So be sure to subscribe and follow to both. Okay, that's it for the announcements. So join us now as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Debauchery Circus.
So do you have like a little screen of the stream playing?
Yeah, it actually does show up
Yeah.
for me to watch. And yeah, we are back. So when we last left off, the Debauchery Circus had chased a group of cattle thieves into the base that was hidden among the abandoned mines to the north of Greenridge. After following their quarry to the lair, the circus soon discovered that the thieves had been allowed to set up a series of traps and ambushes for the party. After fighting off an earth elemental the Duergar had summoned to block the passageway, Fantine chose to hurry up ahead of the group in pursuit of the retreating Duergar. She opened a set of double doors, revealing a large blazing forge. The invisible Duergar who were lying in ambush immediately blinded and deafened Fantine with a thunderstone and riddled her with crossbow bolts. The rest of the party quickly hurried to her aid, and an all-out throwdown quickly took place between the Duergar, another earth elemental, and the Debauchery Circus. In the end, our heroes stood tired and wounded, but ultimately victorious in their fight. Though Edmund still seems to be suffering from the effects of the thunderstone that had blinded and deafened him.
He could just not make his saving throw.
He just couldn't. Fantine and Novo began to search the Duergar bodies for anything they could use against the enemy, but while they were doing so, Blaznier and Cameron detected a door being opened at the other end of the hall, and someone watching them from behind it. Blaznier confidently strode over to the door and knocked, only to be yanked inside by a much shorter woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, who immediately demanded to know who he was and if he was a threat. And so, Debauchery Circus. Novo and Fantine, you are currently still in the forge, and Fantine has just reanimated a zombie from one of the fallen Duergar.
Oh, yeah.
Edmund, as I said, is still blind and deafened, and he is holding his sword in a readied stance as though he is waiting for an enemy to attack him. Cameron, Fidget, and Kyan, is it that right? Kyan?
Yeah.
Kyan is on one side of a door, staring at it as Blaznier is being held against the other side of the door by that petite woman who's currently holding a weapon pointed up at you, Blaznier. In the span of half a second, when the shock of what just happened is still registering, a question comes to each of your minds. And that question is, what would your character say is their their best trait would be. What would your character say your best trait would be? And so, Fantine, you rolled it. So, what's your best trait?
My most agreeable attitude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's what Fantine would say.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Mm-hmm. I'm just giving so much for other people all the time, you know.
As your string of lovers say, dead ass.
Dead ass. We're gonna go counterclockwise today. So Willow, you're up next. What is your best trait?
My ability to look innocent.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that actually tracks, knowing the character.
Suspicious.
It is just a tiny, petite, little blonde woman staring up at Blazner right now with a weapon in her hand. So yeah,
black armor.
Yeah, and black armor.
As we all know, black equals evil.
I mean,
want everyone to know.
I mean, who doesn't like a little blonde-haired, blue-eyed goth? You know?
Mm-hmm. Love her.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Novo. How about you? What's your best trait?
Her ability to converse with others. No, just kidding. Her muscles. Her muscles would be her best. Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the turtle idea of my body gets me from here to there, and so I appreciate it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I just want to know what level.
Well, and you know the fact that not much gets past my arms, my fists.
I just want to know what level you can do the thing where you like get inside your shell and then like spin along the ground really fast to go places.
Yeah, when are we gonna be going down a mountain and you can go in your shell and we can ride you?
When can you blue shell me?
Maybe. You know, it would also bear a certain resemblance to some Pokemon attacks and things.
Yeah, I suppose it would. God. We'll have to get you up on a mountainside at some point. Okay. Blazner, how about you?
Probably my ability to entertain others.
Yeah, you are the entertaining sort with that fire of yours, so I can see that. Cameron, last but not least.
I would say his gentlemanly nature. Always attempting to be, you know, not necessarily proper, but not the kind of guy to be rash and impetuous, you know, always try to treat people with respect, that sort of thing.
Okay. I like it. Okay. Well then, Debauchery Circus. Or more specifically, Blazner and Willow. What are you two gonna do?
I snap my fingers and kind appears on my shoulders.
Okay. I like it. Poof. There's your red panda right there on your shoulder.
Matt.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to the door.
You're gonna talk to the door? Okay.
Yes.
You see the you did see the red panda on the one side of the door just suddenly disappear. What are you saying?
I also saw him being dragged off. So I'm gonna look at the door, and in as loud a voice as I can muster, I'm gonna say, "Manners maketh man." Do you know what that means? It means I'm gentlemanly enough to allow you the chance to come out and explain yourself and bring back my associate. And also gentlemanly enough to explain to you that if you don't, I will blast that door off its hinges, and next, you.
Okay, so that in that span of a second, just as the Kayan appears on the shoulder, you hear in that loud rabbit voice a call to, "Hey, step up or about to get wrecked." So Willow and Blazner, what you doing?
You know, I think I've got this, Cameron, but thanks for the help. Missus, could you just let me go? Listen, I think this is all a big misunderstanding, but a misunderstanding. And, you know, just, who are you? You're You don't look like any of those gray dwarves out there, and so I don't think you're part of these people. But if you are, then I guess yeah. But
Sugar, I'm the one here asking the questions.
no, you're not. I have 4 other compatriots out there that would just as easily kill you. Just please.
But you gotta ask yourself, will they get to you before my knife gets to you?
You've got to ask yourself,
Who do
who
you
you get to
work
me before
for?
my flames get to you. Please.
Who do you work for?
I work for myself.
If I don't hear a response in about 30 seconds, I'm just gonna start counting down from 10 to 0.
Cameron, I'm fine, I swear.
Hey, can I do something?
Matt.
And
Real quick, I don't have anything on my map.
You don't have anything on your map.
I'm on the wrong map.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm in a forest.
Yeah. Campground.
There you go.
I'm in the blackest of my soul right now.
Well, you were just in that moment, reflecting on the darkness of your soul, but you should see the map now.
Thank you.
Fantine would like to do something separate of what's happening here.
Okay, what's Fantine wanting to do?
I have my zombie dwarven friend, who I think I'll name Garchuk. Just came into my brain out of nowhere.
I like it.
And then I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to my boy Edmund, so he can make his saving throw.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So, probably about that time is a good time to have him do that.
Edmund, you've got this. Just focus up. Everybody's down. I don't know what's going on down the hallway, but we can deal with that in a second.
You say all this trying to inspire him, but I'm not gonna lie. He's blind and he's deaf.
Oh yeah.
How can he be? How can he see this? How can he hear this? So he can't be inspired by you. It sucks.
Oh, okay.
It really does suck.
Because it does. I guess it does say. Hold on. Yeah,
your words fall on deaf
certain words or music. That's true.
Yeah. So
I guess I'll just walk over and put my hands on his shoulders.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
Oh no!
The moment you do that, he swings and he tries to hit whoever just touched him. He's freaking the hell out.
Edmund!
And that's a 25 to hit.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
I've got a crit fail here. I can use. Actually, no. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm just gonna eat it. This is fine. Yeah.
Okay. So
I've got 6 temporary hit points right now. So
the swing does go through, slicing into your shoulder, Fantine, as he reacts to being touched, thinking it's an attack. You take the 7 points of piercing damage and the 3 points of cold damage.
Okay, and I have the Ring of Warmth, so I take half the cold damage.
And that's fine.
Just one.
So just 1 point of cold damage, and that's when he does his saving throw.
Okay. And I hold him close to my chest like a baby.
And with a 17, he finally is able to see once again. And he just looks up at you, Fantine. You're sitting there on your broom, right in front of him, bleeding out of your shoulder a little bit. Not too badly.
Because I only ended up taking 2 points of damage because I had 6 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Saved by your mystical boobies.
And while this is happening, Novo, who has to step away for 1 minute to go get Marissa, she's just continuing to check the bodies.
Cool.
So we'll just leave her at that.
It's okay, Edmund. It's me. It's okay.
And Fantine,
you're safe now.
When Edmund does look at you, he's like, "Oh my God, Fantine, I'm very sorry."
It was nothing, Edmund. Not because your swing wasn't powerful, but I felt like I was prepared for it, so we're fine.
I'm so very, very sorry.
No bad blood. It's fine. Although I do think our friends are having a situation, and don't kill that zombie over there. He's mine.
And he just kind of looks confused about this whole thing. And okay. But while this is happening, Blazenier is just kind of like, "Hey, let me go. I don't want to hurt you." She's like, "Hey, who the hell are you with?"
The door have hinges.
The door does have hinges. It is your standard wooden door reinforced with iron. There are 2 hinges to the left side of it, and a metal, I guess a shackle latch. You know, it's kind of like a ring that you pull on it and it releases a latch that goes up. It's kind of one of those.
Okay.
I would like to do intimidation on him to get some answers out of him.
He's a player character.
Well, I suppose that would be an intimidation versus insight. What are you trying to do what are you trying to say to be intimidating, and what are you asking?
Sugar, I said, who do you work for?
And I said I work for myself. I'm an entertainer. I'm with these party of people out there, but like, I work for myself. I don't really care for like. What are you doing here?
I am looking for a comrade.
Well, now that's some answers. Or not. Some that gives some. Do you just want to meet my compatriots? Honestly, this whole thing can be diffused really easily if you just, stop it. Because, like, honestly, he's a bit trigger happy out there, so.
I'll put my dagger down, or in its holster, and I will open the door.
Okay. And as you have your dagger down, you open the door. You do see Cameron kind of there with his little hummingbird flying next to his shoulder. He's got his arms out, like looking like he wants to just blow the fuck out of everything. And
yeah, I do.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to teleport when the door opens.
Okay.
Out of here.
So, also you need to make a dexterity save.
Why would you?
Okay. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Okay, whatever.
Because I'm trying to get out of this person's way. I'm trying to get away from
but
this
you're
person.
also kind of making it worse. But whatever.
I'm trying to get away from this person. It seems
like
like
a random person who showed up and kidnapped him and didn't say
I guess
anything.
so. Yeah, I guess so. Whatever. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, Willow.
DC is 16. Alright.
Don't forget to call your rolls if you can.
Oh, I got a 16.
Yeah. So you do save and jump back out of the way as flames just kind of erupt out of Blazenir, and he goes teleporting a few feet away from you.
I'm going to take that as a sign of attack, and I'm going to summon my greatsword in my hand.
It was more of a way to get out of your grasp, but sure, take it as you will.
Fantine, you can see this going on right now. Edmund is there in front of you, and behind him you can see the group kind of looking aggressive at this tiny woman with a big-ass sword in her hand. Who's just standing there.
Is she so tiny that she looks like a dwarf? We've got more dwarves over here? What's happening? I heard a lot of conversation.
She doesn't really look dwarfish. I don't think this is actually Blazenir's voice. I think I'm doing someone else's voice. But
Hello, why are we fighting? What's happening?
She kidnapped me, and I tried to get away. And now she thinks that was an attack. That was not an attack. I assure you, missus. My attacks are much more powerful than what that was.
Hey, ma'am, I'll be honest. We're pretty tired here. Can we just not? Who are you?
You'll see, like, small crackles of lightning just sort of semi-gathering around my hands. I'm not actually casting a spell yet, but it's one of those where you can tell. Just
and Edmund just kind of
something goes off.
Yeah,
there's going to be lightning.
And Edmund is walking up behind, and he's a bit of a noble, and he's just kind of is one of those people who are like, "Are you with the Duergar? Can you at least answer that?"
It's true, you're outnumbered.
And out.
I am not.
You see, that's what I was trying to say. It's weird. Anyway.
Was that a no? Yeah, I didn't hear you, Willow. What were you saying?
Oh. Sorry. I am not.
If you are not...
I am here looking for my comrade. My name is Willow.
All right. It's a pleasure to meet you, Willow. If you're not with the Duergar, then you don't have a vested interest in killing us, right?
The pleasure's all hers.
Because we're also not with the Duergar. I'm stealing.
You're actually the only person that's alive that Shadowfire told his story to.
That's true. Do I recall the story? That's the question.
You know what? Make a history check. See if you can remember. Or if you just want to do intelligence or something like that, that works too.
The big 11 for me.
It sounds vaguely familiar. I
feel like I've heard this name Willow before. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a big, squishy elephant.
I look around. I look at Novo.
Novo's
not here.
Yeah, Novo kind of walks up behind as well, and she's like has her. We know an elephant.
Yes, we did know an elephant who abandoned us coldly one night with no explanation.
I mean,
all right.
Can we all at least kidnapping is the best way to get her answers? Then perhaps she is as cold as he is.
Perhaps. Whatever you say, Cameron. This does seem like it was a huge misunderstanding. I think if we could all sheathe our lightning bolts and our weapons and our daggers and our great swords and our fiery pandas, then we could all sit together.
He's an actual being.
Well, don't put him away, but put the teleporting fire away, maybe.
Well, this fire's just something. I
hear Tergot for some strange reason.
Yeah, what's the deal? Tergot's here right now.
Listen, my brain is.
Reincarnation's a bitch.
Pointed.
But all I'm saying is we need a rest after this fight. We're not finished yet. We need allies more than we needed more enemies. So let's sit down and we can all talk to each other.
I will talk to you ladies. Not these men.
Well, that's kind of
get over here, sis.
I mean, like, honestly, how do you even know if we identify as men? This is...
Are you having a look about our trousers without our permission?
More like the lock trousers.
You all just look back and you just see Edmund, like, doing this.
Like he's disappointed. Guys,
like he's just like...
This child is more mature than us. I walk over to this little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. Because I guess I can see as I get closer to you. You are actually pretty young. You're like 19, right?
I believe I'm 20.
Okay.
So yeah, fairly young.
If this person was mature, then they wouldn't have started the entire experience with.
You're sounding like Tergot now. There's 2 Tergots in this chat right now. I walk over and I gently put my hand on Willow's arm and guide her into this room with all these dead Duergar.
I'll dance my sword away.
A forge, and I go, come over here. Me and Novo would be happy to speak with you. Guide her away from these savage men over here.
I teleported away.
And Edmund's like, what did I do?
Edmund, you're okay, but you're on thin ice. Stand right there. We walk away. Actually, no, you could have something to contribute. I wave Edmund over.
So no, at least Edmund is not shamed about his gender, and he does follow along.
No.
I teleported away. Great.
You guys can dwell on it together.
It's a simple teleport. It's like I didn't want to do the whole fiery thing, but it's the only thing I can do.
Willow, do you go with everybody into the forge around the men?
Yes. We're gonna have girl talk. We're all gonna go to the bathroom.
We're gonna have girl plus Edmund talk.
Edmund,
girl plus Team Boy talk.
Edmund's kind of looking at y'all and looking at the zombie and
don't mind the zombie. He's mine.
I'm more worried.
With the zombie?
Don't mind the zombie.
I'm more worried about the Duergar who got away than.
I'm very concerned about that.
And
I am.
he heads over to the edge and looks down. And as he's looking down, he does call back, I see barn animals over here.
Barn animals?
I'll mention, there was also an area past that we did not take that had some rather fetid water about it.
I turn to Willow and I say, me and Novo were companions of Shadowfire, this elephant man. But we're kind of in a dangerous situation here. What say you, we ally ourselves together, get out of this crypt, or whatever it is, finish it off, and then once we come through on the other side, we enjoy a nice hearty meal and talk it over. Please?
I
know you don't have a lot of reason to trust us.
I just have one question, Sugar. And I'm gonna go ahead and describe Shadowfire. I do not know a Shadowfire.
Okay.
I do know a... Sorry, go ahead.
You give us a description of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have one question, Sugar. Where's the person who's gonna make me a mint julep and fan my face?
The man in the back?
That definitely sounds like our friend Shadowfire. He did have a mysterious past. And I can remember him talking about a girl that he met.
Yes, I was following the trail when it came into this area.
You saying Shadowfire was here? Oh.
Well, you'll remember, Willow, that Shadowfire. You followed the trail to a cave system at the other side of the hills, and you kind of followed it down into the Underdark, where it disappeared. You then got lost in the Underdark for the better part of a week, and when you found a trail that smelt a little cleaner, so you started following that, and that's where it led you to where you are now.
Okay.
Exactly what God just said.
Yeah.
That's I would be so happy to hear more about your adventures, but will you help us through this?
Yes. However, if one of those men happen to look at me the wrong way, I will end the menhood.
Let us try to not be very trigger happy, but you have every right to defend yourself. I walk away.
You're not my type, sorry.
You're not listening in this conversation.
He definitely was. I
have a 23 passive perception. I was.
Oh boy.
I'll throw you a look and I will start skipping over to the rest of the party.
So, how is everybody, looking, feeling? We good?
I'm feeling great. I don't have my wild shape anymore, so I can't turn into animals, but,
My hummingbird is cursing her out in hummingbird speak.
So Novo, can we strategize about the future?
Novo ain't looking great.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking pretty hurt right now. She has quite a bit of cuts and bruises.
Does she have any health potions? Because I've got some I could give, or I've got a really
I can also
dark
heal her.
death mushroom. Actually, she might have a dark death. Or yeah, you could heal her if you want, but I think if we use items, might be better than using spell slots right now.
Perhaps it's I would just give a little more healing than anyone else right now, because my little buddy is out. I get more healing when he's out.
Yeah, how long was that healing aura of yours lasting?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that might still be active.
That's right. It's
up to 1 minute. No way.
No. Yeah, then no, definitely not. Novo does not have any healing potions in her pack right now.
I can give her 2 minor healing potions.
Let me look in the circus journal. Or where was the handy haversack? Because that had stuff in it too. Did you keep it in that? Or did you
I think that's in the circus journal. That stuff is, but I don't know if there's anything in there. I look at our wizard.
Yeah, well, Novo's the one who carries it now.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm asking. Resistance.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay.
Okay, I give you two minor healing potions, 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, well, she'll take them both, because she could definitely use it.
By the way, a quick question for mostly Novo and Fantine. What's with the zombie?
Oh, that's
God.
Is he coming with it? Because like I'm very tempted to split his head open. Because
I think we could use him. We could use him in some kind of a scheme.
I don't think
perhaps
Trap Springer.
He's a dripping.
Yeah, or a trap springer, or just somebody to hit people and draw some fire. You know, like he'll die. He'll certainly die.
Well, it's more of the fact that it's druids are kind of have a thing against undead.
Oh, I mean, I don't love them.
Well, it's more of like an actual physical. It's just.
Well, you can try very hard not to smell the air, I guess, or look at him too hard.
No,
don't worry, he'll be
I want to blast his head off his body. That's all.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I'm saying please don't do that.
I'm going to do it after the battle, the big battle that we're gonna have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine.
After
24 hours, he's a wild animal. So
he's a what?
He has to die.
Edmund kind of looks back at you and he says, "Are you meaning to use him to take the damage? Are you sending him up first? Is that what you were saying?"
I'm thinking that first we try a scheme in which we clean him up and send him out, and they go, "Oh, that's our friend," blah blah blah, and then we pop out and ambush him or something.
He's not freezing. But
I am gonna do one thing, Matt.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over to the zombie, and I'm assuming he's still got all his clothing and stuff on from being alive.
Oh yeah, he looks exactly like a Duergar. We just use zombie stats.
So I can use prestidigitation to create harmless sensory effects. So I'm going to essentially perfume up his clothes a little bit so that he doesn't smell like death so much.
And I'm gonna use mending to fix the stab wounds in his clothes. So
stitch
back together.
That would work. I will remind you, you did slash at him you stab him with your glaive. I think is how you killed that guy. So he does have that big gaping hole from your glaive and lots of blood all over him. But you can stitch up push the chainmail together and cast mending and kind of seal it up as best you can. It's still bloody and disgusting.
Yeah, he can be a little bloody, and he can use prestidigitation to clean him up. So.
Yep, that's true. So you do that, and he's just kind of slack-jawed, and his eyes are his eyes are white to begin with because he's a Duergar, but they're kind of rolled up in his head, and he's just slack-jawed and kind of waving there a little bit. Oh.
This is not going to work.
Hey, it's my first time, so I'm open to constructive criticism. Okay.
It's a zombie. That's my constructive criticism.
Yeah, he's hideous, isn't he? Let's go. Unless you guys, if you want to contribute to the plan so that we can move on, that would be great. So what do you guys think? That's something we could do. Willow's gonna help us.
Well,
I just don't want to walk right into their trap again.
Have two options. We can either continue along on our journey forward, or we can go back and check out the areas that we did not fully examine on our way.
I worry that might just be giving them more time to prep against us.
Also, I need to take a little bit of rest before we do that water sink, so I can turn myself into a fish and go swim in it. Because I can't do that. I just
did not appear to be the kind of water that you would wish to swim in. Even being a fish, I believe you would find it quite disgusting.
I've been in worse situations. That's fine.
So I will throw out to you all that you are standing in the middle of a very large forge. There's lots of tools and things and partially made weapons, some fully made weapons. There's a few chests in the corners over here. There's a drafting table over here. You can see the forge is still lit and had been going some time ago. It doesn't seem super, super hot, as though it hadn't been tended for a few hours, but it is still going.
Has anybody did something to see if there's anything magical around? I can do that, but it would put me back on spells, but...
yeah, I have a wand, so don't waste your spell slot. I've got one left for the day.
Alright, because there might be magical items, and maybe they were making something magical in here.
Okay, I will do. But after I do this, since it's active for 10 minutes, we have to then grab whatever and move down the hallway.
Blazenir, are you resistant to fire in any capacity?
I've been burned before. The Cayenne here is immune to fire. Obviously, he's on fire, but...
Going to suggest with your affinity for fire, it might be prudent for you to examine the forge that is currently still lit.
Perhaps it might be useful, but again, I myself am not resistant to fire anyway.
Yes, I assumed you would have Cayenne do it for you.
Oh, that works as well. I was more of... yeah, sure. He's not the greatest at doing this stuff, and I can't look through his eyes.
Let's do it!
Alright, Cayenne, just go check out the forge. What do you want me to check out about it? To see if anything's in there? What's it?
Yes, that sort of thing. Did they leave anything behind? Were they working on a secret project?
Alright, I'll have Cayenne investigate the forge, I guess.
Okay. So going up to the forge, you can just walk up to it and see that there are some tools laid out on the forge itself. There's some pinchers, there's a hammer, there's another hammer on the anvil itself. It looks like someone had been working on something at one point. There is, in the fire itself, while the coals have died down, there is a glowing blade that is in there that looks like it's been half finished, and they were currently tempering it at some point before all of this.
You know, there's a half-finished blade in here, but that seems to be it. I'm not very good with the forge
I'm
itself.
gonna look at the blade.
Maybe enchanted, I believe.
See what I can tell about it.
You're checking out the blade itself that's in there.
Yes.
So it looks as though like it's a blade that's been worked over but is not finished. It's something that could be finished and designed into a few different weapons, possibly, depending on how it's finished and what it's attached to and that sort of thing. It looks like it could probably be like something like a glaive, a long blade attached. You could probably turn it into a short sword or a scimitar if you wanted to curve it, or leave it as a spear if you wanted to just attach a pole to it. It's one of the types of blades that, depending on how you finish it and how you work it, it could be quite a few different types of weapons. So it's really
I wouldn't really be able to tell what they were originally going for then.
By looking at the blade itself, do you have any knowledge in blacksmithing? Are you proficient in blacksmithing tools?
It's gonna be a no.
Then without roll, I'm not going to make you roll to tell you that's probably all you're going to be able to.
That's fine.
To ascertain from just looking at the blade itself.
No, that's fine. And it doesn't have any sort of like markings or anything engraved in it yet, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay.
But from what I believe about I've heard about enchanted. We might be able to enchant it if anybody here actually is a blacksmith. But I don't know how long it takes to enchant something. That's the thing. But I would like a new scimitar if I could have one. But...
Okay. I'm gonna use my detect magic in the wand.
Okay. You cast detect magic, and the blade that they are all kind of staring at does actually light up, as though it is in the process of being enchanted.
Nice.
Can I tell a school of magic? Yeah, I know you hate that question.
I do hate that question because the question is indeterminate because it's not a finished product.
Okay.
Can I make an Arcana check to try and figure out what they were in the process of doing?
I mean, if you're just staring at a blade, you need more than to just look at a blade to figure out what's going on.
to take the blade out, and perhaps we can just take it with us.
Well, I mean, it's not finished, but
I'm just gonna look.
No, it's not finished, and we're in a dungeon. Like,
I'm gonna look for a forged glove.
I just put kind of in the fire and grab it.
Right, but what's his strength score?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Blazenir, your breathing is being caught on your microphone, and it's making it hard to hear.
It's my fan, and it's not very.
Oh, it's your
easy
fan.
Yeah, it kind of has to be on my computer because it overheats very easily, and I need to get it fixed. But
anyway. Okay, that's fine then. I just wanted to know what it was. No, thank you. So, Cameron, you're looking for like just some forged gloves to grab them?
Kind of thing that they would use when they're pulling something like that out of the forge.
Sure, make a perception check.
Sure. 22, good sir.
No, hold on. I'll talk to you about it later. Looking around in the area itself, you do see a pair of forged gloves on the drafting table down here in the corner.
Actually, they're Duergar, so they're small-sized, right?
Yeah, they are. Well, no, they are still technically medium. They're just the shorter end of medium.
Okay, so would I be able to wear those, or would I need to pass them to somebody?
The size themselves, they're pretty big.
Okay.
But like Blazenir or Fantine or really anyone of the medium size could wear them.
Sure. So I'll hand them to Blazenir and say, you can use these to remove that from the fire. I'm not certain if your companion would be strong enough to do so, and there's also the matter of a lack of opposable thumbs.
He has a mouth and his strength is 10, I think. Like, I know it's not like impressive, but it's enough to carry a blade, I think. Right? Damn.
Well, you could
you wish.
You could also just pick it up with the tongs. I said they're on the forge. It's not that difficult.
I could, but.
Cool. But Matt, why can't we turn this into a 10-minute long thing? Why not?
I'm also gonna say with your 22, Cameron, you notice as you approach the drafting table to pick up the gloves that there are schematics and things of that nature on them, all written in Dwarf and then in Undercommon. However, I do know you speak Undercommon.
Yeah.
So go ahead and you look at them and you realize, oh, those are blueprints and schematics, and you pick them up. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Sure. 26, good sir.
Okay. So you're looking through this, and based on what you found in the forge, you do know that this is a weapon that's currently in the last stages of being created. Based on the schematics on the desk, it appears that the blade can be crafted, like I said, in quite a few different ways. It could be curved or straightened, fastened on either a long shaft or a shorter. So you could make it into a glaive, a spear, a scimitar, a short sword, or a dagger. The party would have to build this, basically, so it would take time, and looking it over, looking at the incantations you have to work into it, because there are quite a few different pages that have different runes on it, and kind of looking over and inspecting that with your Arcana check, you realize that these runes on these, if you put it into the weapon as you're finishing them, it could create either a weapon that deals fire, lightning, or ice damage.
It's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Can I approximate how long it would take to finish?
Probably a few hours at least. None of you are super proficient in it, and while it is in the last stage of production, there is going to be some work involved. So for D&D purposes, it'd be a series of checks.
That's fair. So I do not...
That's the only thing that showed up magic in this room, right?
No. That's just the first thing, and then you started asking about it. The chest in the middle over here also comes with a faint ping of magic.
You guys, I really this loot. I think that's all great. There are Duergar that are still in here, possibly even a room away. Can we make note of this? And
because I will point out that you've been standing here looking at this stuff for probably about 10 minutes now.
I know, I've been trying to get us to go the whole time, the whole 10 minutes.
Look, in-game, I've got an opinion, but all I remember out of game is Matt talking about how we missed a whole bunch of treasure because we were too obsessed with getting on with the main storyline when apparently we had only been going on for like 10 or 14 days and it wasn't that big of a time crunch. So.
Well, yes, I did say that to point out that time does matter. Right now, time does matter. And
yeah, I'm like, we're kind of in the middle of a thing. It's not, oh, I want to move on with the story. It's, oh, we were literally fighting guys, and then we stopped. They ran into the other room, and then we stopped to go, oh, gold coins are in this box right here. You know.
So context. Fair enough. Context.
Yeah, we're not leaving. We're not leaving. We're just gonna finish those guys off and come back and grab it.
Well, if nothing else, I'm grabbing the blueprints before we leave, and then I'll go along and we can continue.
Well, while you guys are kind of thinking about that, I'm going to tell the audience, and hi, Turtle Power 2007, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to say, I'm going to let them know that what the Duergar have been doing for the past 10 minutes. Because
I would say we should clear out the
Duergar have been getting themselves prepared. They set up a bit of an ambush over here. As you can see, I kind of moved them a bit, but since they've given them plenty of time, move them a bit more. They've managed to get this guy fully out. Fine. It took a bit of prodding, and it actually took them a few minutes. They could have fought him in the tunnel there, but this guy here has gotten out, and currently, with its little master in tow, is kind of crouched down and is waiting patiently. They've been able to set up a bit of a barrier, which I'm going to grab here real quick.
It's a little bit of a hang up on my end, probably, Brie, because the last time that I was talking to Matt when I was playing as Finn, I was talking about, well, hey, I haven't really found that many magical things, and he's like, yeah, but you guys have been skipping over everything because you're rushing, and I'm like, yeah, isn't it super important? And he's like, you guys have only been at this like a couple of days. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess it's just difficult, one of those things to like determine when in a game that it's like, we need to rush, and when to go, no, you're gonna miss out on a whole bunch of important stuff if you leave.
Yeah.
Well, the difference usually is, did I defeat everything and now have a chance to look, versus, hey, we're in the middle of a time crunch here, we need to rush. That's usually where the difference lies.
There.
Yeah, I say let's not leave a area or dungeon until we've explored everything, but we can always go through, kill everything, and then come back and search everything as we walk back out. Hey
Edmund, have you heard anything? He's been standing by the door.
He has been standing by the door and been watching the whole time, and he does whisper back, I did hear some faint movement, but I have these animals right down here. I see 2 sheep, cows, and some pigs. They're in a cage just south of us here.
They didn't eat them immediately. They just kind of.
No,
so I'm gonna go over and look and make sure that he does in fact see animals and it's not just like an illusion or something.
Yeah, you can go down and take a look too.
Sure.
How much longer do I have on Kyan?
How long do you have in Kyan?
He's an hour, and I don't know how.
You've had him out for no more than 20 minutes so far.
Alright, cool.
Oh, and then also, real quick, and I hope this won't take in-game time, but I was listening in as I was picking up Marissa, and I heard Fantine mentioning giving Novo some health potions. Were those used?
Yeah, we used them.
Yes, they were used, and I did add that to your character sheet.
And he rolled like shit.
I did.
Okay, so this 38 current hit points is accurate.
Yes.
Novo, if you need any more health, I do have these mushrooms that heal a bit more, but they have the potential for making you sick.
Oh, the dark death mushrooms. I
Yes.
have 5 of those as
I think you're supposed to cook mushrooms.
Do you have some of those?
Probably.
They weren't on your
But we're.
Okay.
It's right now if you want to, And
No,
I light up
we're
my
not
candle.
wasting any more time in this room.
It would take like 5 seconds, just so a friend can heal, because I think healing is.
Novo, it's up to you.
Battle.
Can we heal and move on at the same time?
Yeah,
yes, if you don't cook this. If you don't cook this mushroom, then we can do that. You can eat and talk, or eat and walk.
My fire follows me. I can cook and cook the mushrooms. It's not that big of a deal. I can.
All right.
I mean, if DM will allow him to cook a mushroom as we walk, let's go for it. I don't know. I'm kind of lost too.
So, I mean, just so I'm understanding what you're doing, you're creating a ball of fire in your hand and just holding the mushroom out in it to try to heat it up?
Because I'm assuming the mushroom probably needs to be cooked first. So I first want to actually make sure about that. So,
roasting it over the fire like it's a hot dog.
I mean, you could certainly do that as you're walking down through this, which is essentially a dwarven underground fortress. But if you want to do that, you can. It's going to take a few minutes. It'll probably take about a good 5 minutes or so to heat it up to a point where it's cooked, and you probably will have to sit there and watch it to make sure you're not burning it, but you could accomplish that if you want to.
Well, yeah, because the fire's in my hand, so I can just watch it from here.
Yeah, but will that
Let's go.
cook out the toxins and make it not?
We don't know.
We don't know. This is not the time.
I'm trying to get a roll to see it.
Matt, Edmund's not crazy, right? I do see animals.
You do see animals down there, which you should be able to physically see them. And as you walk towards it, it is a small pen that basically it's an alcove room that they've built a very ramshackle fencing system to block it off. And inside you see 3 sheep, 2 pigs, and a cow, all kind of standing around a little hay barrel that's been strewn about, and they're kind of munching on it because it is fairly early in the day.
What is this? Is that colored differently because there's actually something there, or is it just part of the wall? The little yellow kind
I think that's the light actually from.
Oh,
I think it's just a glitch in the thing.
Yeah, it's just a glowing thing. Yeah, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's really nothing. But as you kind of walk down, you do see that there are tracks on the ground where that mine cart filled with coal was sitting. Kind of curves around and leads to the east.
Okay.
Guys, we can use the mine cart as a trap.
Can we move the zombie?
You should be able to, can you not?
I can't.
Okay, where are you wanting the zombie?
I guess just to come along with. I don't know if are you able to make me able to move it?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay, perfect. Before we go too far ahead, do we want to send my zombie scout out?
There you go. You should be able to control it now.
Oh yes, I can control him. And he has vision.
I'm afraid if we were to send the zombie scout out that it would take so much time, and the Duergar might be able to prepare themselves for our arrival.
I'm just saying he walks ahead of us.
I can make myself look.
And you can speak their language, so you can speak for him, Cameron.
So Cameron, at the moment you step around that corner, 3 crossbow bolts just come flying directly at you.
Cool.
They don't get the advantage because you can't be surprised, technically.
Exactly.
But they do still get these attacks. So let's see this happen here real quick.
God, I love the alert feat.
Damn it! I accidentally rolled them to GM. Not publicly, that's my bad, but we're going to take them anyway. They were a 13, a 23, and a 20.
Okay, the last 2 will hit.
Last 2 will hit. 3 points of piercing damage Wow, as these two bolts go, or two of them hit, the third one goes wide just over your head, almost hitting Willow in her armor, but just barely missing her. And I need everybody to roll for initiative.
I'm gonna say they probably nicked my ear, which means I'm super pissed off now.
No bow down here with me.
Did you want us to announce our initiatives for the people?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I got a 34 and Fidget got a 6.
I got a 4.
I got a nice 20. It's nice 20, not natural 20. Nice. Yeah, so that's nice.
I got a 4.
Oh, and my zombie. Somebody roll.
No, the zombie goes on your turn.
It goes on mine. Okay.
Yes, it goes on your turn.
That's fine. I set my zombie in front like I really wanted to so that nobody would get trapped.
Well, so you were trying to do that, but while you're moving,
Okay,
Cameron
so
was the first person
in.
in. So I would say he was probably right about here.
Okay. That's fine. Can we, when we start going, just put him in front? We've got a hostage!
Okay, is everybody in initiative?
I think so.
Yarp.
Mine...
Oh, mine gave it to the zombie.
Okay, so for some reason I rolled 3 times, but I should have only rolled once, and it should have been that 4. I don't know why it rolled me 2 more times.
Well, you can go over to the turn order and just click on your little box where your number is and change it by hand.
Yes, you can.
If you just move over to your number, it'll light up as yellow and you can click it and then it'll let you erase it and type something else in. There you go.
Just know that the zombie is Fantine.
Okay.
Nothing strange about this.
Do I have the ability to see all 3 of the Duergar who shot me?
Can you physically see them?
I can see this guy, I've got a partial view of this guy, and I can see a circle there, but it's mostly bluish, and I can't tell what the hell it is.
Okay, so yeah, you can kind of see them. This guy is kind of in partial cover, this guy's in full cover, this guy's in half cover right here, but you can see them.
Okay.
Matt, I can see your number 8. I don't know if that's supposed to be on the GM layer.
Yep. Thanks.
No problem.
Probably went down when I moved them down. But anyway.
Yeah.
So starting off at the top of initiative, we have Cameron, who just got shot twice by Duergar. So what are you doing?
So that's not going to really be helpful. I think I'm just going to take an action to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
Then that'll be a spell slot for that. And I believe these are all full actions. So I'm just going to use my bonus action to shove one of El Duergar's, which is a DC 16 strength save. I'll just do it on the guy who's the half cover guy.
Ooh, push him out.
You're pushing him?
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha.
If he fails his strength saving throw, then he is going to be shoved 5 feet towards me.
Well, that's a failure. So yeah, probably like right about here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Good work.
Absolutely. You shove out with that telekinetic hand, pushing the Duergar out from cover, and stumbles forward into the corridor just a bit.
Awesome. That's my turn.
Okay. Blazner, you're up next.
5 seconds of chewing on food. Okay. So I'm gonna take Kyan off my shoulders and just kind of put him on Nova's shoulders as I'm gonna heal you with that. So don't get him off your shoulders. I'm gonna switch past everybody a bit, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on that's a 20-foot square. And that's...
Yeah, pretty sure you can get those two.
Yeah. Wish that guy was still in this case, but... Anyway. Yeah, so...
You figured we'd have a better shot if he was out of cover.
So, those two need to make a dexterity save.
You got it.
I might be able to finagle with the rotation if I do it enough, but...
Eh.
I gotta reload. Give me 1 second, everybody. My apologies.
Question, DM. I can rotate the cube, right?
Can you rotate the cube?
Yeah, like make it more diagonal.
I don't see why not. It's still a cube.
Okay. Yeah, then I can definitely finagle so it's all three of them.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Absolutely.
So generous today.
I'm in a good mood. What can I say? So what is it? Wisdom save?
Dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Low-ass dwarves.
So yeah,
all of them get covered with like these purple fireflies that glow a bit.
Absolutely. And what color are they?
I said purple.
Purple? Okay. All three of them are now glowing purple, and I just lost one of them. Damn it.
He died! Yeah!
I was
Fairy fire doesn't even do damage.
I was doing the customized spell thing from Tasha's, so they're kind of have purple fireflies going around them.
Cool.
Absolutely. And now these three are lit up brightly by these purple fireflies.
And I'm going to get out of the way. It's 10. So get right there. And that's the end of my turn. Oh, no, yeah, that's the end of my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a bonus action, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. In that case, it is now the Duergar's turn, the one that I just deleted and had to re-put back on there. So, seeing all this entire group of people clustered really nicely, he's gonna go ahead and throw a Thunderstone right there in front of Cameron. 13, I'm gonna say it probably hit right about... right about there. So, I'm gonna need everyone in 15 feet of that.
Well, Edmund's alive at least.
Well, we're not gonna die, we're just gonna be blinded.
Well, no, but he was the one in the last fight who spent the entire time failing save after save after
literally
save.
Everybody, including the zombie, but Edmund, needs to make a, what was that, a con saving throw, I think?
I think so.
Don't know.
Yep, everyone takes, it's 4 thunder damage, and everyone needs to make a con saving throw.
It's
16.
It throws DC 14.
Nice.
So I save.
Willow.
Okay, so call out your saves, everybody.
So
I got a crit.
I got 16.
I got a crit and Ryan got a 20.
I got an 18 and Fidget got a 19 with a...
Fantine, go ahead and do the zombie as well.
Oh yes, my zombie. Okay, I gotta open his character sheet.
So it looks like Willow is the only one that actually
As this is happening, I go, "Oh yeah, Willow, they've got these weird rock," and then she gets.
But you all do still take the 4 points of damage.
Okay, con save. Very high constitution on this zombie. 15.
Yes, oh, yeah, that makes it.
He still takes 4 though, doesn't he?
Yeah. On a failed save, the creature takes the 4 damage. On a success, the creature takes half damage. So 2 damage. Yeah, so everyone took 2 damage except for Willow, who took 4 damage.
Oh, damn. Give me 2
2
hit points.
Well, crap.
Cayenne's hit points. Because he took damage, I don't know how to really do this on the character sheet unless they
Just
can't on the character sheet. But...
write it on a piece of paper in front of you.
No, you can actually do it on the character sheet itself. You should be able to.
Can't mess with it. I end up showing everyone his fake hit points.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. A familiar just has hit points of its natural species, right?
It depends on what type it is, but yes, normally. Like you, for Fidget, yes. For Kynan, he has more.
Damn. Yeah. Well, bye-bye, Mr. Hummingbird.
Did he die?
No, he goes back to whatever plane because he's just a spirit, but he's only got 1 HP as a hummingbird, and he just took 4 damage. Or even half of that, 2 damage is enough to take him out.
Oh yeah. Happens.
I recorded it for you, Blazner, so you're good. And yeah, unfortunately, Willow the Hummingbird poofs out of existence after being hit by that thunder damage.
Fidget, not Willow.
Or Fidget, sorry. Willow is just blind and deafened.
Oh dear.
Okay, but it is now Edmund's turn. It's like, be careful, everybody! And he's gonna run, kind of scoot between everybody a little bit, jumps over the red panda. Oh wait a minute, no, the red panda's on Nova.
We need to spread out! Spread out!
I would love to.
He's moving right there. Because that he needs to get in range so he can shoot. So that's Edmund. What's he gonna do? He hasn't used any of his spells yet. Yeah, he'll go ahead and Hunter's Mark this guy right here.
Oh yeah.
So glowing guy is now Hunter's marked. Gonna draw his bow and take a shot. .23 definitely hits.
He gets advantage on that, so. You know,
oh, that's true. He did.
Very fine.
Well, that's 12, but he's still definitely hit. So 14 points of damage on the Duergar right there. Edmund just lines up that shot and fires his longbow, hits him in one. Probably catches him in the eye, and the Duergar just grasps at the hole in his head and just screams, because that was a pretty big hit. That's it for Edmund's turn. Next, we got the Duergar, who is hiding over here. He's going to pop out with his crossbow, and he's going to go ahead and fire at the little guy in front, who came in front that he had fired at first. So he's firing at you, Cameron.
Okay.
That's 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
3 more points of piercing damage. You're just getting riddled by these crossbow bolts as another one hits you right in the gut. Thunk! Willow, you're up next. You are blind and you're deafened. You have no clue what's going on around you. So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna rub my eyes.
Probably a good idea. You just take your time rubbing your eyes, trying to get yourself clear. Go ahead and make your, let's see, what was that?
Saving
con saving throw.
14.
Hey!
There you go. You just make it, and as you're rubbing your eyes begin to clear, and your ears stop ringing, and you're able to see and hear once again. But that's it for your turn.
Okay. Can I do a bonus action still, or?
No, that was you. You rolled it at the end of your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Next, we come to the Duergar, who was right there in front, that got shot by Edmund with his crossbow bolt. Let's see. He is going to enlarge himself. He is hurt and he is upset, so he is doing that. And he grows to double his size, walks directly up to Edmund, and he takes a swing. But that's a 6. Ooh. Edmund just jumps back out of the way as this huge war pig comes slamming down into the ground in front of him. Not bad, Edmund. Okay, next off. You can hear a sound in the distance. A strange... an almost unearthly croak of a sound, and it's odd.
Alright. So this is me, I'm the zombie. I accidentally had his thing clicked. Okay, so my zombie... It says, I think it's a bonus action to command him.
It's not your turn yet.
It's not?
No, it looks like it is, but it's not. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
There's some things going on right now. Because what actually happens is... Let's see here.
Loroupa.
So, from this, as I said, from the darkness beyond the cavern, you hear just this sound, this unearthly, and then this gigantic, odd, fucked up looking thing comes jumping into view, smashing down onto the mine carts in front there, and lands. It's a massive behemoth, this odd sort of creature. It almost looks amphibious in a way, but it has 4 massive tentacles on either side of it, 2 gigantic bipedal feet with 4 toes each, and the rest of it is all torso and mouth. It has 3 eye stalks at the top of its head, with 3 little eyes there on the stalk, and it's just looking out at all of you, and it roars again. Like that. Then, it's a Froghemoth. It is indeed a Froghemoth. Have you ever seen one of these before?
I've seen it. I haven't fought one.
I've fought one before.
I hate it. Whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I played in a second ed game where the GM ran Expedition to the Barrier Peaks converted for second ed, so...
So it looks like that.
Yeah.
No.
It reaches out with its tentacles, and these 2 tentacles just come flying forward down this entire length of the corridor and reaches out trying to grab at Novo. It smashes down at Novo with 2 tentacle attacks. Damn it, hold on a second.
Got that GM only.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it, man.
Roll20 is just not working for me today. That's all it is. It's just, it keeps messing up for me for some strange reason. We'll get there. Sorry about this, everybody. Actually, you know what? Why don't we use this moment to take a break? Because it's 5:24, and that'll give me just enough time to get it loaded up. So
it's 4:24.
Yeah, 4:24. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take our break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, so stay tuned, everybody. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, the Debauchery Circus had just seen a horrible, horrible thing. A gigantic Froghemoth. A massive, very much so gigantic-looking frog-like creature, but with 4 tentacles, 2 on either side. And what happens is this. The Froghemoth, looking down that hallway, he can only see one creature around the giant Duergar that's in his way, and that's Novo. So it's taken 2 attacks with its tentacles at Novo.
Yikes.
Damn it, I hate it when it auto-rolls.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a 26 and a 23, which I assume both... Well, the first one I assumed hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as it grasps onto you and squeezes. It then lifts you up and smashes down on you, doing that second attack. That we'll call that the second attack. So 23 more points of damage after that.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
Hey, don't worry, I got something for this.
Wait, you mean my minor health potions didn't heal you enough?
Maybe I should have dropped that healing into her. Oopsies.
That's okay.
I have a plan.
Okay. Well, we're about to find out that plan in a moment. However, there is 2 more Duergar that were hiding and waiting.
Okay.
One of them has to move forward a bit to get a beat on everybody. But it saw what the creature did, and it's going to run up there, and it's going to fire. The only thing it can actually see at this angle is the zombie, so it's making its attack at the zombie.
Hey, but the zombie looks just like one of them.
Oh, that's true. You know, you do have a point there. You do have a point.
Does he know?
I'm gonna say he ran up there, and he's gonna look at and assess the situation. You guys can't see him yet, but you've heard me talk about him, so.
Don't hurt my son. I mean, my hostage.
That's creepy.
That's a 14.
Think of all the magic we used. All the
No,
magic we used to make his clothes pretty.
I think he's just gonna remain where he is, and he's gonna hold action.
Okay.
This one gonna kind of move up there. Okay, we're gonna say it is the zombie's turn. What's the zombie doing?
Okay, so this is the zombie and Fantine's turn.
Yes, that's correct.
So, oh boy, this is rough. I think I'm just gonna send my zombie up to help Edmund. I believe it's a bonus action to command him to do something.
Yes.
So if I say attack that creature, then he'll just kind of follow that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Attack that Duergar. And he's gonna go over here and do his zombie thing. Let's see, do I still have your character sheet? Yes, I do. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, slam! Has a 7.
7's gonna miss, unfortunately.
He goes over there, he pretends to slam him. I think I'm in a decent spot, at least for now, because I don't want to take the opportunity attack from this guy. So I'm gonna hit him with my glaive, because he's within my 10 feet diagonally.
Yes, he is.
So I think I could hit him without moving. So I'm just gonna hit him twice with my glaive. With advantage, right?
Yes. You do have advantage because he is on fairy fire.
Oh yeah, so my zombie should have advantage. Well, that's a crit. And a 24.
Okay, go ahead and roll the zombie's advantage, because you're right. The zombie did
Ooh, 19!
Okay, so the 19 did hit. That's 3 points of damage that he would have lost first. And then your first attack that you did was a crit, so we're going to take that one into account first as the hit.
Wow. So 24 damage.
24 points of damage, which is more than enough to kill this guy. As huge as he is, you just stab upward and get him right in the heart and twist that glaive. And as you pull it out, just blood fountains out over him, and he lies down to the ground dead.
I don't really want to go up to this thing, because I would still have my other attack, but there's not. Yeah, I would just kind of sacrifice it.
Yeah, you kind of have to, unless you allow you to use it if you want to move forward.
I would stay where you are, personally.
Yeah, because I wouldn't really be able to move back enough. I think I'm gonna just stay where I am for now. So I use my bonus action. Okay, so I'm good.
Okay, that's it for your turn. So Novo, I need you to make a death saving throw for me. Yeah, those were 2 big hits.
Couldn't Novo be over
That's
here?
Not good.
That would be a failure.
That would be a failure, so that's 1 death save that you lost. And actually, I think Novo is probably more like right here, being held.
Yeah, it was like he picked her up.
He picked her up and slammed her down. And he's kind of holding her like that right now. His next turn, he's probably dragging her back.
Is Kyan still on Novo?
I would say no. Probably got when he got pulled. Well, you know what? I'll allow Kyan to make a strength check, and that to see if he would have held on.
19.
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was able to stay on, definitely. This poor little red panda is hanging on to the shell of this turtle that's just being swung around by the creature.
Instead of just Cayenne, now you should call him Cayenne Iron Grip.
Absolutely. Okay, that's it for Novo's turn. That was a failure on her death save. Next we have
Cameron,
the War Chief. And the War Chief moves up here. And Cameron, go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure. 24, my lord.
Yeah, you hear a yell out in Undercommon. Smash whatever is out there! Kill them and eat them all! And now it's your turn.
I say in Undercommon, sounds like a good plan. So I'm gonna move here. And Mr. Froghemoth, why don't you go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw for me as I cast Enemies Abound on it.
Interesting.
Ooh.
If he fails, he can no longer distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures that he can see as enemies until the spell ends. And every time he takes damage, he can repeat the saving throw. But if he chooses something as a target, he has to choose the target at random from all the creatures he can see within range of the attack spell or whatever ability. And if they provoke an attack of opportunity from him, he has to take it. As long as he's able. Well, all those Duergar are now just as much enemies as we are.
Oh yeah, they are. And you cast the spell, and you just see these odd amphibian eyes just flutter and go out of focus, and then focus once again. And it just looks around. I'm going to give him a little marker right here. What should be a good marker for this? I don't know.
The swirly confusion one.
Ooh.
Like
that's me being the Froghemoth.
Cartoon swirly eyes.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, they don't have anything like that, which is really a shame. I'm gonna do.
What they have?
This one looks swirly. I'll do that one.
Sure.
There we go. Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna shove this guy right here.
Out in the open.
To get him out in the open, which is strength save of DC 16.
And that is a 16. So you shove out with your telekinetic hand, and he looks and like, what the hell? Did you just shove me? But he stays where he is.
Reaction chronal shift. He made a saving throw. I am forcing him to re-roll. He has to use the result of the second.
Yeah, go ahead and read out your ability.
You magically exert limited control over the flow of time around a creature. As a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll. You make this decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails. The target must use the result of the second roll.
I like it. How often can you use it?
Ability twice, and then you regain any expended uses when you finish a long rest.
I like it. And that's definitely a 7.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
So yeah.
So you shove him in 5 feet towards you.
Friend, you're coming over here.
Okay. That's it for Cameron's turn.
Yep.
Next
I feel like somebody just changed a roll.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, definitely Fantine would have noticed that flicker and change in reality.
Yeah, nobody else.
You can definitely see Cameron's fur is like standing up hackle style after his
We do Spider-Man meme where we both point at each other.
Okay, Blazenir, you're up next. What are you doing?
Oh, jeez. My friend over there is almost dying. But I don't really want to use my fourth level spell slot. I guess I was planning on doing something else, but first level just seems, kind of wasteful. Just yes.
Just remember the part about if you hurt the Froghemoth, he can repeat his saving throw.
Hey, Mrs. Fantine, we don't need a pass.
That's not me. That's actually playing in-game universe. Canonical.
Okay. I bite my tongue while doing this, but I cast Cure Wounds at level 4 using a Cayenne that's still on her. Because I can cast through through Cayenne. So
nice.
Yeah, you definitely should. You definitely can do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a level 4. Which is a lot to healing.
Yeah, 23 points of healing in total. That just gets pumped into poor Novo, who's currently grappled.
I think it's more.
Yeah.
27, 33.
33, sorry. 33 points of damage, or healing.
Damage.
Yeah,
She's
30
dead now.
damage. She's dead even more now. No, 33 points of healing.
Awesome.
He not only killed her, he turned his body to ash.
I gasped, and then I stand back up. Oh no, I don't. Do I? I'm prone, aren't I?
Yeah,
your turn.
You're prone. You're actually, as you wake up, you're not prone. You're being grappled right now and held by this creature up in the air.
And actually, I also give my bonus action to Cayenne. And I'm going to tell him to teleport, and everyone within 5 feet of him can choose to teleport with him. So he's going to teleport 15 feet towards the fight.
Do we know where exactly we're going to end up?
Well, so I'm going to say this. While the tokens may look like everybody's right next to each other, it's a little bit different than this. Novo and Cayenne are being held in the air, probably about 10 feet above you all. So He definitely could teleport Nova with this ability. I'm not saying he can't do that.
As long as he can teleport Nova, but I also didn't want everyone else to have to make their dexterity saving throw when he teleports.
So it's kind of better that he's up in there.
Yeah, so he's up in the air. What is the radius? Is it a radius around him?
It's 5 feet from the space that he left, so
I don't think any of us would be hit then if they're at least 10 feet up in the air.
You did say we're 10 feet up.
I'm going to say, just judging based on where everybody is, and it is 10 feet up in the air, the only ones that would actually have to make their dex saves is Willow and Fantine.
However, if they have to make their dex save, they can also choose to be teleported with him.
Okay, yeah, so, but would they know that?
I'm going to yell it out like, hey, if you want to teleport, please teleport.
Where are we being teleported to?
Just 15 feet up front.
Yeah, get us closer.
Yes, that's what he's planning on doing.
Take me away!
I'll allow it, why not? I'm in a good mood.
So yeah,
So yes, Fantine and Willow, you feel these flames start just burning out from Cayenne over Novo, and you see the two of them begin to disappear. You have a moment where you can choose to either jump out of the way or let those flames take you.
I want to rise higher and higher.
Take me higher.
And you can. I think you can choose where you go around him as well.
To a place with golden streams.
So I just have to be somewhere. Next to him. Okay.
Pretty much. It's just as long as it's unoccupied.
Willow, are you moving? And Novo's moving?
Yeah, Nova, you can choose where to move as well.
And it technically has to be a place I can see, but that's why I moved over here, so I can see.
Wait, so I'd be moving like right about here?
Yeah, I think that's good.
And Willow, are you moving or?
Yeah, I'm just watching their hands off. I didn't want to get the laptop dirty.
Okay.
Just making sure, cause
dirty hands.
Yeah, I got my high point finally arrived.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The zombie wasn't in the radius?
No, I'm going to say the zombie probably wasn't.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of shake my hands off, just like, oh boy, this is stressful. And I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. That's it for Blazenier's turn. Next we come to one of the Duergar. That Duergar is the one that you can see that barely missed being crushed by the giant Froghemoth. Kind of takes a step back from that for a moment. Still can see you all.
Opportunity attack for the Froghemoth.
Yep.
It does.
Which
it is actually.
Take it.
I'm trying to decide where he would move to. Let's see, right there probably.
That's great, because then that's his reaction, and we all can run right by him. Victory! It's within my line of sight.
Oh, that's definitely going to hit. It reaches out with another tentacle and just smashes down, grabbing up the Duergar.
Yes.
Does 14 points of bludgeoning damage to it, and this creature is now grappled and held by the tentacle.
Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah, and you just, in Undercommon, Cameron, you would hear out, "What are you doing? Stop, not me!" As he's just pulled upward. So he is currently grappled and is being held by the Froghemoth. So that changes what he was about to do. What does he want to do?
He's
I guess
probably gonna hear me ventriloquizing in memoriam to my hummingbird. Doing stop, not me. Just making fun of him.
That's what happens when you make a giant monster. It acts like a monster.
Yeah. So, the only thing, it's going to try to get free. It's going to use its action to do the opposed grapple, or just do try to wiggle out of it. It's still a DC 16 to get out.
Yep.
Oh, and that's a 3. So yeah, it just helplessly kicks at the tentacle and hits it with his crossbow bolt, the butt of the crossbow but he can't do anything else. And I'm going to actually have him moved this way because he's right there right now. Okay, that's it for the Duergar's turn. Next we got Edmund. Edmund's up. The guy who he marked died, so as his bonus action, he's going to move his hunter's mark from that guy to the Froghemoth, because that's big.
Edmund, wait.
He did hear me say that if you attack it, it could break out.
Yeah, he's not attacking it, but he is hunter's marking it.
Okay.
That's fine.
He is going to fire at the Duergar right between everybody, between Fantine and Novo.
Cool.
I duck.
Probably a good idea.
You duck, I rabbit.
Yeah, you're already short, so it's like, doesn't matter.
That's a 14, which unfortunately is not enough. Oh, wait a minute, he's at advantage, yeah.
Fire?
Oh, yeah,
advantage. Nope.
No.
Still not enough. He aims and fires, and the arrow, it's a really cramped corridor, and there's a lot of people, so he was kind of more worried about hitting Fantine, but he definitely missed the Duergar.
Careful where you're shooting those.
Oh yeah, that went right by your ear.
Probably whizzed through my afro.
Well, the Duergar who's in front is really surrounded by everybody. There's a little panda in front of him for some reason. Where the hell did that come from? The skinny elf and the big turtle. He's going after the big turtle. That's the biggest threat at this point.
That's right, you better go after this turtle.
That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately that just hits.
10 points of piercing damage as the war pick just hacks into your side, breaking a little bit of your shell in the process. Yeah, he can't do much else, so he's stuck right there.
Yeah, I didn't have a reaction.
Willow, you're up next.
Alrighty. Quick question. Now the one in front of the panda, is that the one that's 10 feet in the air, or is that the one that's down?
That's the one that's down.
Yeah, the 10-foot one is this one
That's
down
the
here.
10-foot one.
Yep.
Okay. I need an attack opportunity, but oh well.
I will also point out that the little panda in front of you is considered small. It's
Yeah, he's a little guy.
I know, but I'm going to end up going right by through Fantine Square, so that one guy's going to get an attack of opportunity on me.
Who would?
The Duergar.
If you're going through Fantine, yeah, it would.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. And that's a 6, so I assume that misses.
That does miss. I'm going to bonus action, have my greatsword pop out, and I'm going to attack an action surge to do a second attack.
So you're attacking the Froghemoth?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I will remind you of the earlier spells.
He's gonna make a save if you attack him.
Not only that, but it says each time the target takes damage, which means that
Every
if you
attack.
it multiple times, it will get multiple saving throws to break the spell.
But Willow wouldn't necessarily know that, but maybe, I don't know. Willow,
I mean, he did yell it out.
he did yell it out, but it is your call. What are you doing?
I swung at it. I got a 13.
A 13 is a miss.
Now I do have a question. I want to make sure I read this right. Since the Froghemoth hasn't gone this turn because of Assassin, I would get advantage on it, correct?
pop up the skill you're talking about in the chat.
Make sure
I think it's before they ever go in combat.
Yeah, that's one. I never know if it's prior.
Yeah, I don't think it's per round. I think it's just.
Yeah,
in
I think
combat.
it's just in combat. Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I want to make sure.
Yeah, it's just taking a turn in combat.
Yet.
That's the key word there.
Alright, I just want to make sure, and then I will be doing the second attack on him. And I missed that, I got a 12.
Yep, that is a miss as well.
Alright. And you're good.
Willow, let the Froghemoth be until we've killed all of these Duergar. Please. He's a little confused right now. He might still hurt us, but hopefully he'll hurt them just as much.
Better odds than we had before.
It's true.
Well, we do have it is up the Froghemoth's turn. Okay. So right now what it can see is the Duergar in front of him that he's holding in his hands, and the tentacle, and Willow. So it's going to focus first on the thing that's in his hand, which is the Duergar. 1 second here. Yeah, so you watch as it's holding this Duergar in its tentacle, and it brings it to its mouth and bites down at it.
You guys want to get ripped apart.
And that's a 19, which does hit.
Technically, he gets advantage because of Fairy Fire, so see if he crits.
That is true.
You know what they say.
He does not.
With the wizard's
no, he does do a little better, though.
He did do a little bit better, but he did bite down into this Duergar, doing 18 points of damage, which actually is more than enough to kill this thing. So you just watch as this Froghemoth bites down and takes this Duergar in half, throws the other half in its mouth, and just swallows it whole.
Oh, he like bites him in half, and his guts like spill out on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
God. This is probably the worst thing we've ever fought.
It then turns and focuses at you, Willow, because you're right in front there, so it's the next logical thing it can swing at. And it's taking a swing at you with its other tentacle, trying to grab at you as well.
Does he have to determine his target randomly?
Yes.
But he's literally the only thing directly in front of him.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter if it's directly in front. It's
yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. And it is 20 feet. So...
Oh, fuck. That's a lot of people.
Not me.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5.
Fine.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1, I'm going to re-roll. And I'm going from top to bottom. So 2 is Kylan, 3 Fantine, 4 the Duergar, 5 Ormr, and 6 Willow. That's a 3, so that's Fantine.
I'm going to die.
Maybe. I mean, Tergot got swallowed whole, maybe.
And died.
Maybe we just have a bad habit of characters being swallowed whole.
Well, that's a 17 to hit.
What if instead he crit failed?
I suppose that's possible. If you're using that, if you're using your ability.
Cameron senses a disturbance in the force.
And you feel that twinge of fate, and Cameron can literally see this tentacle come flying out, wrapping around Fantine, but then his vision, like, he gets that double vision, and suddenly, instead of seeing that, he sees the tentacle whiff go right past Fantine's head and misses, and then his focus then stops blurring and goes back to normal again.
Yeah.
That was a close one, huh?
At first, he's definitely jittery because he sees the future in which you're ripped apart and eaten.
Absolutely.
That was the true future. No, I'm like, that was close. That's fine, right? We're good. We're fine. Anyway.
Well, that's it for the Froghemoth's turn. We got 2 more Duergar, whose turns are next. Let's see here. Yeah, this one is appearing and taking a shot at you, Cameron. It does not have advantage because you have your
alert feet.
Your alert feet thingy, but it is still an attack.
Where is he appearing?
And that's a 19 to hit. He appears right there.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay.
Now let me ask this: was he there the entire time?
It didn't matter. He was invisible.
Right. No. My question is that if he moved up. Okay.
He didn't.
Okay. Cool.
But that's 2 points of piercing damage.
Yep. Took it.
Yep. Second one. Turn next. He appears as well. Unfortunately, he can't see anything. And so he doesn't really know exactly what's going on yet. He's just been seeing this creature attacking. So he's going to be moving 10, 15, 20. Moves within there. He is still within the threat range, so that did not provoke an attack of opportunity. Mm-hmm. He is firing. He's firing at Willow. So that's the first one in melee with the creature. And that's a 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Whiff! That arrow goes flying just right over your head, completely missing you. Good thing, too. Zombie, you're up next. What are you doing? Hey there, Hellhound. Hey, Anesthetic. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate you. So what's the zombie doing?
Sorry. Okay. That's me. So I'm going to command the zombie to, I guess I'm going to command him to attack this guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, myself, move 5, 10, 15, so that I'm in contact with this guy. Actually, I can do that here.
Yeah, you can do that there. And you are still within melee range, so you're fine.
And he used his reaction, so even if I move out, he can't get me. Because he already...
Well, no, he did that last turn. His turn came up after that. But you are still moving within his threat range, so you're fine.
Okay, whatever. So, Zombie's going to take an attack on this Duergar here with advantage. 22 for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, that definitely hits.
I'm going to take an attack on this Duergar here without advantage. Twice with my glaive. 24 on the first one.
That's a hit.
Alright, 13 damage.
13 damage.
And a crit, again.
Nice.
For some reason. Damn. Okay, so
that's
13
enough.
slashing.
Yeah, definitely enough to take it out, so... Go ahead and tell me how it looks.
I just kind of run over there. I give him a slash on his arm that makes him drop his pickaxe, and then I slash him across the belly, and his guts also pour out.
I like it. And he falls down dead.
And then I am going to... So that was 10 feet. 5, 15, 20, 25. I can get by this. I'll stop here. So that I'm close to this gentleman here. Still gonna get got by this thing, but...
Well, you might. We're about to find out. Okay.
But that's it for me.
Okay. That's it for you. So, Novo, you're up next. You are awake. And, yeah. What you gonna do?
Okay, so I have to use, what is it, half my movement to get up?
Yeah, you have to use half your movement to get up.
Wouldn't she be on her feet because I teleported her?
No, she was still, laying prone, so when she teleported, she just would have appeared prone.
Look, it doesn't matter. 500,000 is still 500,000.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but...
Don't nitpick.
I mean, if you teleport again.
Okay, I like some spikes.
Anyway, so I use half my movement and stand up, and then I'm gonna attack this friendly fellow right here.
That gentleman.
Yes, that lovely, nice gentleman.
He doesn't get to hit her, right?
That.
What do you mean?
No, just standing up.
For standing up. Okay.
No.
I know it used to be like that sometimes.
So I'm assuming 24 hits.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
So that's 10 damage. He's gonna get another little smackaroo for 14. Does 14 hit?
14 just hits.
Okay. That'll be another 8 damages.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you're attacking the Duergar. I'm sorry, no. A 14 does not hit.
Oh, well then ignore that 8 damage. And then of course, on the flurry of blows.
Absolutely.
And then I get brass knuckles for 1, correct?
Yes, you can do brass knuckles for 1.
There's 17, I'm assuming hits.
Yes, it does.
For 7 damage. And then the other one is a 27.
Definitely hits.
For 9 damage.
Oh yeah, that final punch with from Novo just cleans this guy's clock. He goes flying back, his head hits the wall and just smashes against it. You see a smear of blood as he just falls down to the ground and lays there dead.
I'm extra angry after almost dying again.
Probably. That's it for Novo's turn.
Yep.
Once again, you hear that a dwarven voice yelling out, and you hear Cameron. You would be able to hear this without needing to roll perception. This voice yelling out, "What are you doing? Ignore my men! Kill them! Eat them!" Fantine, you see a dwarf appear from behind all these boxes over here.
Yes.
And he's taking a shot at you.
Do it, coward. Is that the one who was yelling? Can I hear where this voice is coming from?
Yeah, I'd say you could. You definitely heard that voice yell, and you turn, and you see him.
Understand.
Even if you didn't understand, you heard him yell, and you turn in time to see him come from being invisible as he's launching a javelin at you. God damn, that's annoying. I rolled it to GM again. It was a 13, though. It missed.
Okay, 13 misses. I dodge out of the way.
Yes.
I'm coming for you next.
Cameron, you're up next.
Let me see what something would look like really quick to see if I can do it. Oh, jeez, that's big.
That's a murderous cone, I see.
Okay, so
a death cone.
Something like that, I think is fine. So I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 to go here. And I'm gonna cast Pulse Wave. So what this does for you folks at home, creates intense pressure unleashed in a 30-foot cone. It either pulls or pushes at my decision, which I'll say that it pulls. It's a Constitution saving throw for everybody in the cone. They take 66 force damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save, and every creature that fails the save is either pulled 15 feet towards me or pushed 15 feet away from me.
And so you're having them be pulled towards you?
Unsecured objects that are within the cone are also pulled or pushed. No, I'm pushing them away.
Pushing them away. Got it. Okay.
I was gonna say the Froghemoth is gonna fly at you so fast.
Yeah, that thing 100% would have squished him.
No. And it's a spell save DC 16.
So the Froghemoth failed. Let's see.
Nice.
And the Warlord failed. So you just send this gravitational wave shooting forward, shoving both into the creature and the Warlord and all those boxes that were in front. They both go flying 15 feet away from you. So let's see here.
Yep, and they're all taking 22 damage.
That guy goes flying there. These things go flying smack into him there. He's actually going to take some extra damage for that. This thing comes Oh, sorry. So the Duergar Warlord goes flying after taking this hit of 22 points of damage. The boxes go flying as well, smashing into him. So I'm going to say it's another 2d6 damage from the boxes smashing into him as the Froghemoth comes flying through the air and hits the ground with a box smacking him in the head as well. So 6 more points of damage to him.
Ooh, 11 on the 2d6 from the boxes.
I like it. Let me see here. I gotta do all this now.
Oh, and I'm gonna say to the Duergar Warlord, rule number 1, never automatically assume you're the smartest person in the room.
Okay, there we go. I got all the damage taken down. The Duergar Warlord is on his belly right now, so is the Froghemoth. He needs to now make that intelligence check, I think?
Intelligence saving throw, yep.
Yeah.
DC 16. If he fails, he's still whammied. If he succeeds,
he does fail with a 13. He is still whammied. So that's it for all that. You doing anything else on your turn?
Aside from what I said to him, I think I'm good. And as a side note, Bladenir, all these spell slots, amazing.
Right? It's amazing. Like, I'm glad
good.
I mean, I'm kind of out right now, but still.
So no, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, now I got it right. That's it for Cameron's turn. Blazenir, you're up next. So what are you doing?
All right, going to walk forward, see that, feel that my fairy fire's gone, and be kind of upset about that, but not very, because that means everyone's dead. And gonna get a better view. I might be able to get both of these guys in fairy fire. I don't think I'm close enough to attack them with this spell I wanted to cast. So yeah.
Yeah, you're about 40 feet away from that guy. Same thing for the warlord.
Yeah, I don't have much first level attacking spells, so I'm just gonna there it is. Sorry.
What's the range on fairy fire?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'd say you could definitely do that to the Duergar there and the Froghemoth.
I'm not sure which Duergar I should get in here, but
the one that's over here is the warlord.
Well, can he even see that?
I can barely see him in my vision.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Fantine wants to say.
Yeah, Fantine may want to say it, but he has to figure that out.
I'm not yelling out so that he can get him.
Okay.
I just wanted to suggest to everyone, questions, I think that's the man to ask, so perhaps we take him alive.
Alright, so I did a evens odd thing where the one on the left was evens, and I rolled a even, so do the one on the left.
I'll allow it. So it is a dex save?
Dexterity save is 16 DC.
That's an 11 for the Froghemoth.
Nice.
And a 15 for the Warlord.
So both those guys now have those purple fireflies floating around them.
And that doesn't do damage, right?
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
Just gives you advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which is huge.
Huge.
It's huge.
It's
And
huge.
I'm gonna give my bonus action to Cayenne.
Oh yeah, they were anesthetic.
His-
The boxes were just, you know,
what's
the
range?
frosting on the
Stack
cake.
60 feet. All right, yeah, he's gonna walk forward a bit, and he's gonna kind of puff up a bit and shoot a little a flame seed at the Duergar.
Okay.
Near front.
That's a 15, which does not hit.
We at the Debauchery Circus would like to remind you that smoking is bad and will not give you the ability to breathe fire.
This is true. This is true.
Unfortunately.
Okay. That's it for Blazner's turn. We got Edmund up next. He's going to kind of scooch around Blazner and the zombie and just really weirded out about that zombie. 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30. Right there next to Cameron. Don't worry, Cameron, we've got this. And he's going to line up a shot to the Duergar between him and Fantine, or between that Fantine is between him and Duergar. I said that really weird.
I duck again.
Yeah.
Please don't hit me.
Yeah, that's a
Don't
20.
hurt him.
That totally hits. Goes right over your head, Fantine, and straight into the belly of this Duergar, doing 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Wait, didn't you say though? Oh, never mind. That one's
Yeah,
not got the
not
fairy
that
dart.
guy.
Never mind.
Wasn't that guy. But that's going to be it for Edmund's turn. That Duergar is dead. Willow, you're up next. What you doing?
Alrighty. Willow's gonna run up. The behemoth. Oh, there's more. Let's see. Here. I'll run over here and I'll tag this one right here.
Okay, you go jumping around the mine carts, racing over, and take a swing at the Duergar. Go for it.
I miss having a mouse. Trackpads.
Good old days.
Apparently, so does my.
Roll 20 hates you.
Yeah.
Don't forget to roll. Don't forget to call your rolls.
I got a 9
Yeah.
because I'm up.
Which is a big whiff. You just swing two-handed with that greatsword, going right over the Duergar's head.
Let's see. Yeah. And then, what is it to drop a weapon? What action does that require?
It's a free action.
Okay.
You have one
Alright.
item interaction that you can do per turn, that you can do for free.
Okay. Then I will say that's my turn then.
Okay. That's it for your turn. Next up, Froghemoth. So let's see who's in range. So yeah,
Okay.
it's Willow or the Duergar Warlord that's currently in front. So
Flip a coin!
yeah, I'm gonna roll a d4. A 1 and a 3 will be the Warlord. A 2 and a 4 will be Willow. Willow. The Duergar turns and focuses his eyes directly down at you, Willow, and reaches out, grasping with its tentacle. And that's a 25.
That'll grab me.
So 25 points of damage. It grasps onto you, pulling you up. Let's see here. It is going to... Let's see. Okay. It is... holding you up in the air, its massive tongue kind of rolls out from its jaws and reaches out to wrap around you. I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Yay. An 11.
Oof. Yeah, that is a failure. So the tongue wraps around you in its arms and pulls you into its mouth. It is in you are in its mouth now, and on its next turn, it's going to try to swallow you.
Okay.
You are now inside its mouth. That Duergar's dead. That Duergar's alive. Willow is currently over here in its mouth. Oh, you know what? You shouldn't be glowing anymore either. I'll fix that later. Coming up towards you, Fantine, taking a swing at you with its war pick. That's a 20.
Okay.
So 3 points of piercing damage as it stabs into you with its war pick. And that's it for its turn. So now it's your turn. What are you doing, Fantine?
Okay, wow. I am going to...
Absolutely anesthetic. You can give somebody inspiration if you want to for being an active viewer. Who do you want to give inspiration to?
Ooh.
Holy crap.
Go ahead, Fantine.
Someone's getting inspiration.
Yeah, I didn't mean that to
I'm
be,
going to go 5, 10.
But it's okay.
I'm going to go wherever I need to go to see the warlord.
Well, you got the Duergar right... Yeah, so right now you have...
I know that there's a guy in front of me.
And there's also the Froghemoth in front of you. So you would have to probably get right around down here or up here to see him.
What if I climb on top of this minecart right here?
Yeah, I'd say you could probably do that if you climbed up on top of him.
Okay. I want to get up there, and then I want to hex...
Okay, so when you do that, it does get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, because I leave the
and that's a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay, as you run towards the mine carts, it takes a swing at you with that war pick and misses. Looks like Anesthetic, one of our more active viewers, is giving Willow inspiration on her next turn. So say thank you to Anesthetic, Willow. But do you do anything else, Fantine?
Okay, yeah. I get up there, I cast Hex on the Warlord.
Okay.
That's that spell, and the thing that I'm going to give him disadvantage on is Strength checks. And then, it's object interaction to get on my broom, right?
Yes.
And then I want to fly over to him.
Yeah, this is a pretty big open cavern. It's probably about 20 feet tall, so you could easily fly up on your broom over and around the Froghemoth.
So I get up on the minecart, I give him a stare down, he becomes cursed, I fly over to him, and then I'm going to take my action, which is to hit him twice with my glaive. Which I am doing non-lethally.
You're doing it non-lethally?
So if I get him down to 0, he's gonna be knocked out. But I would say to him.
So here's the deal, Fantine. I will allow you to swing because you do have the butt of your glaive, and we have worked out that you know how to use that, and you actually can do it on your sheet. If you swing the butt of the blade and hit him with that would do the subdual damage. If you're hitting him with the blade, you would still be doing that psychic damage to him.
Okay.
Just
let
you
know. Hexed him, you're doing necrotic damage.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true as well.
That's fine.
So that would be taking down his regular damage, but you're basically more trying to knock his ass out. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit him the first time with my whole ass knife, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I presume he's probably not missing that much hit points. But I'm going to say, if you have any control over this Froghemoth thing, and you can make it stop attacking, period, I suggest you do so. And then I'm going to hit him once. 24.
Definitely going to hit.
For 16, plus my extra d6.
That'll be enough to kill him.
It's
not
19.
Quite. Not quite.
And then I'm going to hit him with the butt of my glaive. So I'll do the offhand. That's only a 9.
And
9's gonna miss. That first swing cuts very much into him.
That guy has fairy fire on it.
Oh, he does have
that's
fairy
true.
fire.
That's true.
Okay, so wait, let me roll my first one again to see if I crit. No. Okay. Roll my offhand one again. That's 10.
Yeah, that was a 10, so it's still a failure.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna leave him with that threat to stop this thing if he can. Otherwise, he's going to die, and then we'll kill it anyway. And then my zombie, I didn't command to do anything, so that's fine.
You can still use your bonus action to...
Well, I used my bonus action to hex him.
Oh, that's right, you did, so never mind. Yep, okay. No problem. Next we come to Novo. What you doing, Novo?
I'm gonna come up to this guy right here. And hit him with my quarterstaff. 16 to hit. Does that hit?
Yep, that's just hits.
That'd be 14 damage.
14 points of damage. You crack into the side of his head with your quarterstaff and dent in his skull a little bit. He's looking really hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again with my quarterstaff for 29.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah. For 9 more damage.
Yeah, with that, you just absolutely cleave in this Duergar's skull, and it falls to the ground dead.
Novo, I could use you over here to grab this man. I know you can't on this turn, but...
Yeah, no, unfortunately I can't on this turn.
Stay out of reach of that Froghemoth, though.
Give me a second. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me, because I really would rather not use any key points right now. So I'm gonna stay here.
Okay, that's it for Novo's turn. Next, we do have the Warlord's turn. Let's see, what's the Warlord want to do? So the first thing he's just going to do is he's just going to scream out, "You idiots, get over here and help me!" He doesn't know yet that everybody's dead.
You better shut up. Deactivate this thing.
It's not a warforged, you know.
Well, obviously you had some way of commanding it in the first place. I suggest you give it a try.
Oh, did he, though? He looks at you and looks at the thing and he screams, "Kill them! What are you doing? Eat them and kill them!"
You're not very smart, are you?
He's really not, and he's kind of cornered. And he's coming at you and taking a swing.
Come at me, bitch.
You forget.
That's a 19 to hit.
The only way to get smarter is by playing a smarter opponent.
So 10 points of bludgeoning and 10 points of radiant damage as she swings and cracks into Fantine. There's just an explosion of light and radiant energy as it hits you.
Owie.
Oh, we're going to take that hammer. That thing's sexy.
Indeed. But Cameron, you're up next.
Awesome. Let me pull out a small little thing and see what it looks like. No, I need to... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so let me rotate that. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to... Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh, please don't kill this Duergar.
And let me see. Basically, guess I'll need to move there. So, I'm hitting the Duergar and the Froghemoth
Why you do me dirty?
Yeah, that would hit. Fortunately, Willow's in its gut, so I don't think it would really affect her too much.
I thought she wasn't swallowed yet.
No, she was in his mouth.
Okay.
It's enclosed though. I'm gonna say it probably wouldn't hit Willow.
I'm a sourhead. He's just sucking on me.
Kinda.
Well,
yeah.
It's a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, it's 31 damage. If they succeed, it's half as much.
Okay, so that's a 17 for the warlord and a 7 from the Froghemoth.
So about that 17 that the warlord got.
No, just let him live.
Yes, Cameron.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and chronal shift that.
Okay, that's your last reroll of that, I believe.
Yep.
And that's a 14 instead.
That fails.
That is 2 failures. Okay. So, let's see. How much damage was that?
31 lightning.
So 31 points of lightning damage. It strikes into the Froghemoth and seems to sap it. Doesn't do as much damage as you thought it was going to.
Well, that sucks. Oh, and he will get a saving throw.
A saving throw?
Mr. Froghemoth. For my other spell.
Enemies abound.
Yes. Give me 1 second. I'm
sure.
putting all the damage. Okay. So the Duergar warlord is just completely fried, and he's black and charred and looks massively, massively hurt. Steam's kind of rising up off him. The Froghemoth, it didn't look like it affected him nearly as much, but it did a little bit of damage. He now is going to roll his intelligence saving throw. And that was a 15.
He still fails that one, so he's still whammied.
Well, that's good, at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he's got Willow in his mouth, he's probably still gonna swallow.
Probably.
But at least the tentacle attacks might hit somebody, not us.
Well, so Blazenir, you're up next.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't kill it while I'm still in its mouth, because I have a fun idea.
Oh, do you want to be... you know what, I can't hear you mumbling. I command Cayenne to save Willow, because I see one of my kind of comrades, I guess, get swallowed, and I'm like, oh no. So Cayenne's gonna... I'm gonna use my bonus action for it, and Cayenne's gonna fly up to the mouth of the creature. I believe he can get there.
Fly up? He can't fly.
He has a flying speed.
He has a flying speed?
He has the flying speed.
He's an elemental spirit.
Ah, okay, yeah, why not? He has a flying speed. So the red panda just lifts up and goes flying over to the mouth of the Froghemoth?
Yeah, and he's gonna try to kind of like press himself up to get as close to Willow as possible, and then teleport.
The mouth is closed.
Yeah, the mouth is closed, unfortunately.
That's why you take damage from the lightning bolt.
Yeah, but it's still, like, if they're within 5 feet of him, it's still 5 feet.
It would be within... You may be within 5, but can it work, like, through a wall?
It doesn't say anything about it.
Then probably not.
Do you want him to take the lightning bolt as well? Because...
Right now, the mouth is closed. If you want to try to get into the mouth... And do that, you can have him make an athletics check to try to push the mouth open, but it is a little fire spirit, so that's up to you if you want to try that. But just going up to the mouth and teleporting, it's just not going to work.
That's annoying then. Alright, then he's... I guess, other got much.
Anytime now, Blazner.
I'm thinking. I was thinking that whole time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then I get nothing now.
Well, sorry, not everything works the way you want it to.
But okay, he's gonna get there, and I'm going to. I guess I'm going to dip. I'm gonna dip my fingers into the water, and then throw an icicle, and it's gonna poof out, and he's gonna shoot it out. Shoot it at the thing, because I can cast spells through him. So I'm gonna cast Ice Knife, just because I have nothing else.
Ice Knife.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're firing an Ice Knife through your fire elemental. It's a little panda mouth opens up, and an Ice Knife comes shooting out from it, striking the creature. It does hit.
How adorable.
He does not take that fire damage, and he also needs to make a dexterity save. The 2 damage is just from.
Never works.
Alright, so he just takes the piercing, I believe.
The dexterous ass frog.
Okay, so you fire off your Ice Knife. It comes out of the little creature's mouth. It strikes into the Froghemoth, exploding, doing 8 points of piercing damage. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
He's also gonna puff a little flame seed at him. Which is 15, probably doesn't hit, but...
15 does hit.
Oh, okay. It's 5 fire damage.
So this little fire seed poofs out and hits this creature, and it burns it a little bit, but it doesn't burn its skin nearly as much as you think it would have.
2 saving throws.
Yep, 1 second.
Sorry, I had nothing else.
No, it's cool, man. Like, we killed off most of the Duergar.
Yeah.
It was mostly just me saying don't attack it while there was still plenty of other targets for him to hit instead, because it upped the chances that it wouldn't hit us.
Well, it still failed, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean, I don't think it'll matter much, because he's got one of us in its mouth, so he's gonna swallow, but...
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna end my turn by looking distastefully at the zombie.
He's just standing there.
He's kind of being useless right now, you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
the zombie? Yeah, it got destroyed. I don't know what happened. I don't know why there's all those scorch marks on it. The Duergar must have cast a fire spell at it.
You know, that was my plan if I gotta teleport someone out.
You and Ichabod are gonna get along really well. Best friends. Ichabod and Blazner.
Yeah, let's see. Edmund's turn next. He was thinking about casting a spell, but he, honestly, I think his best bet here is just kind of getting to melee. What's that?
Yeah, I was just saying, go after the Hemoth.
10, 15.
Take him out.
He's just going to move into a better position. That way he can get close next turn. And he is going to fire his bow. And that's a 12, which does not hit, but he has an advantage. Just remember. God.
Still not hitting.
Still not hitting.
How close you gotta be with that bow?
Apparently too close, and he just kind of slings it over
Like
his
it's 10
shoulder.
feet in front of you. It's huge.
And pulls out his sword as his item interaction. Is like, I guess I gotta just do this now.
He's still getting over being blinded and deafened from that last fight.
Hey, he got a few good shots in previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving him an excuse.
Willow, you are currently in the Froghemoth's mouth as its tongue is kind of working you back to the back of its throat.
I cast sleep.
On the Hemoth?
Yes.
Okay, I guess...
I mean, I'm just going to point out, you are in the thing's mouth right now, and it is a massive, massive beast.
Can you even make somatic components while you're being swallowed?
What?
Probably. I mean, the tongue isn't wrapped around because it's like
Okay.
like imagine it's sitting on your tongue,
Okay.
but it's also its mouth is
different,
closed
isn't
and
it?
yeah, the way
you roll a number of hit points, and then you can make creatures fall asleep if they have less than that much.
Yes,
like,
that's
using
correct.
that pool.
That's correct. So you would basically roll the dice for sleep, and if this creature has more hit points than that, it would not work. That's how the spell works.
Yep.
So is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. Roll your roll your sleep spell. Okay, you rolled a 28 for hit points. The spell, you feel the spell come in contact with the creature. I mean, you're just laying on its tongue right now. And you touch the tongue and force the sleep spell into it, and you feel it go through the body of the creature, but it is still moving around.
Okay.
It has way more than 28 hit points.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Would that inspiration that anesthetic gave him be of any help?
Unfortunately, no, because it works for an attack roll. So, like, if you would have used your action to lift the mouth up, you would have been able to roll an athletics check with advantage to get out. But it doesn't work with hit dice, because even the maximum amount of hit dice he has would not affect this creature. Even if he rolled everything as a 6, it still wouldn't affect.
As an 8.
Yeah, or an 8 or whatever the hit die is. That's what I'm trying to say.
Was worth a shot.
Willow's never seen this creature, so it's one of those things where I figured, she can put it to sleep, and then you guys can go to it.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to hint at the fact that this wouldn't work in this situation.
I didn't want to metagame it.
That's fine. But that is your action for this turn. You still have movement and bonus action. What are you going to try to do?
Movement, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to go the right side of the map instead of the left. The right side's a little bit warmer. And that's it.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot you can do.
Sadly.
I take my feet.
Wow. Okay. Well, so what happens then is the Froghemoth's turn. And on the Froghemoth's turn, what it's going to do is swallow Willow.
No! No!
So just gulp. It swallows you. You then you feel this crush about your body, doing 7 points of damage as this throat constricts and begins to crush you, and you just fall down into a small stomach area filled with acid. You're beginning to feel the acid kind of creep all around you and start to burn as this stomach starts to crush you.
Okay.
That's one of its actions, or one of its attacks. It now has 3 more. So
3 more.
Oh, 2 more. Oh, sorry, 1 more. It had 2 attacks.
I was going to say, he was only taking 2. He's got 4 tentacles.
Yeah, 4 tentacles, sorry.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm scared. It's like, no, he's going to get all of us.
Let's see. Who all is in his range?
Not me. For sure.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you are.
Nope. I can't do math. Actually, I don't know how to read.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. That would be the Duergar.
I'm like, now you stay right here and don't go anywhere.
You say that as this tentacle comes wrapping out at the Duergar warlord, grabbing it.
Oh, he's still alive?
17. Yeah, the Duergar was just barely alive. Swings out at it, However, a 17 does not hit.
Oh!
Nice. What about his other attack?
Well, that
was
one was the swallow. So
okay,
he only
cool.
had one left. So that's it
Okay.
for that turn. Next, we got Fantine. Fantine,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Okay. This is rough, dude. What I would like to do is be like, Novo, this man back here could provide us some important information. If you can wrestle with him, I think you'll beat him. Because he does have disadvantage on his strength checks. But I can't deal with this guy right now. So I'm gonna use my bonus action, use my card, which is the universe, the world, which lets me Misty Step.
Okay.
So I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my 2 attacks on the Froghemoth.
I like it.
Hope that Novo will grab that guy, because I think we'll be able to grab him and beat some questions out of him or something. If you want. 20 on the first one.
Definitely hits.
11.
11 points of damage to the Froghemoth.
14 on the second one.
14 just hits.
Sweet. 8 more.
8 more points of damage, slicing into this Froghemoth, cutting him up a little bit, but he's still looking strong.
Okay. Alright, let's focus on damage. That's enough for me.
Save.
Yep, that's it for your turn. Novo, you're up next. I'm doing the saves right now.
Alright, I am gonna go
Nope.
running around up here.
How many rounds has this been?
Up onto this crate right here.
I want to say this is the 5th round.
Okay, because it lasts for up to a minute, so that would be 10 rounds.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Okay, so first attack is going to be on this guy. It is going to be subdual damage.
I don't even see your token. Where'd your token go?
Yeah, your
I
token.
think it's under a box.
It's right here. Oh, did it go under it for you guys? I was going on top of this box, this crate.
I found
Okay,
you.
there we
Okay, there you go.
Right there. Okay.
So you
I'm
can just
gonna-
do a grapple check, because then it's a strength contest and he has disadvantage.
Yeah, I know, but I was wanting to knock him out and then turn around and attack this guy, because this guy just swallowed our buddy, so...
Wait,
But yeah, I was going to do
what are you
subdual
talking
damage on
about, buddy?
him.
Okay.
Well, I mean, whatever. Our friend.
That
So-
very innocent-looking blonde girl.
Yes.
Kidnapped one of our party and
But she looks so
struck
innocent.
them away.
In
But
her
she's
sweet
helping us.
eyes.
Anyway, so I'm going to do... Oh, crap. Critical fail on that one.
Yep, that is definitely a miss.
Okay.
So you get advantage. You get advantage. He's got.
Oh, you do
yeah.
have advantage. That's right.
Okay, that's... God damn it, are you fucking kidding me? That is the biggest waste of advantage ever.
Yeah,
You
it
get
really
advantage
was.
On your next, you get advantage on all your attacks. Don't you worry.
Okay. I think since seeing that missing, I'm just gonna attack him again. For 23. Again, subdual.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay, that'd be 11.
11 points of damage.
This guy.
You swing out with your quarterstaff, cracking him in the back of the head, and he just kind of crumples and falls down to the ground.
Unconscious.
He is unconscious.
Unconscious. Okay, then I'm gonna turn around, flurry blows on this guy. Hit him with my brass knuckles. 18.
Yeah,
Does that
hits.
hit? Okay, 11. And then I'm doing Hand of Healing on myself.
Okay.
That'd be 5 healing to myself.
5 healing to yourself. I like it.
And that does not cost me a key point when I use it with Flurry of Blows.
Sweet.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That is it for my turn.
Thank you, Novo.
And the Duergar warlord is currently unconscious, just unable to move.
I was really wanting to hit this guy in one hit and use 2 for this one, but
Yeah, I'm sure. Cameron, it's your turn now. What are you doing?
Let's see if there's anything that I can do. Out of spell slots and all of that stuff. I'm not going to be able to mind shove him. I guess I'll just try and... Let me make sure I've got the range for this. I should, yeah. I'll try and mind sliver the Froghemoth.
Okay.
So it's a DC 16 intelligence saving throw. If he fails, he takes a D6 psychic damage and subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay, so what save did you say it was again? A wisdom?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
And actually, I think it would be...
Yeah, that's a 6, so that's a failure.
Cool. So he takes 5 psychic damage. And then... a saving throw will be at a -3 if he makes one before the end of my next turn.
Well, that would have been the damage that you just rolled.
Yep.
And that's a 10, so that's -3. Definitely a failure.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for Cameron's turn. Blazenier, you're up next.
Alright, I'm very nearly tapped out of everything.
Same.
I hear the cries of my companions about something about healing, and I kind of again look at my hands like I can't do that right now. So I'm going to tap that rotting piece of wood I have that I call a staff, and I'm going to use 5 charges of it to cast Insect Plague.
I like it.
Does anybody hear that buzzing sound?
And there's that, and I'm centering it on the beast. So a bunch of those, similar to those purple fireflies, a bunch of more fireflies just coat the area and start attacking that guy. So that's a 20-foot radius.
So that's a 15 saving throw.
Oh.
Alright, is there a specific saving throw on this?
It says Constitution.
Yeah, it says a con saving throw, DC 16.
For the staff.
Oh, it should say on the staff.
It doesn't. Oh no, using my spell save. Okay, never mind. So yeah, that would be a fail.
Are you centering this such that it gets me?
I mean, I think I can choose the creatures.
What does it say? Each creature in it.
So no, you don't get to choose.
Okay.
It's everybody.
So I'll just do it like this then. So that doesn't hit him.
Probably a good idea, but it does hit the creature and does do its damage.
4d10.
So that's 4d10.
Wow.
29 damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to give my bonus action to Kyan, who both of us are now looking at a zombie, and he's going to fly towards the zombie, and he's going to just shoot at it because screw the zombie. That shouldn't have been an advantage, but a 7 definitely doesn't hit.
Definitely not.
No, I don't think so.
And I'm going to just walk into
the
zombie.
That's it for Blazenier's turn. Next, we're up to Edmund. Trying to decide if... Because he's looking at you and he can tell that you're really, really hurt, Fantine.
Yeah.
And you might have to go on without me. If you have to leave me behind, it's fine.
That's what, like, he's trying to decide. He's trying to decide if he wants to try to heal you, or just try to occupy the monster's attention.
I like fall down to my knees.
Yeah, he's gonna heal her.
I can feel my life fading away, Edmund. No, please, you mustn't.
She is the biggest Sunandre that we've ever seen. However, he does lay his hand down on her leg and puts 6 points of healing for you.
Oh, actually, I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
So So Edmund touches your upper thigh and you feel better.
No, he doesn't. He's a child. Stop. Really?
How old is Edmund?
He's like 14.
Yeah, he's like 13. And he's going to move
back.
I
thought he was older.
Yeah, he's going to move back here, and he's going to kind of crouch down behind these boxes. And he's like, well, this might help a little bit.
He might be old enough to start thinking about ladies differently, but he's certainly probably not old enough to try and do anything stupid. So
yeah,
but he's about ladies his own age.
You know, well, when he gets older, he's just going to have that really goth kink. He's just going to be all about the goth chicks. Yeah,
definitely affecting his sexual development.
Probably. But next off, we come to Willow. And Willow, you are currently in this thing's stomach. You can feel its muscles beginning to constrict around you. You are considered grappled, and the stomach acid is kind of welling up around you. So the first thing you're going to be doing is taking 5 points of acid damage as this acid is just burning into your body through your armor.
Okay.
So, what are you wanting to do?
I want to stab the stomach.
I'm going to stab the stomach? Okay,
yep,
I like it.
I want to stab.
How do attacks work while grappled?
So, you can still attack while grappled. It's just difficult. In normal circumstances in grapple, you can just swing because you're basically just being held. When you're restrained in this fashion, it's a little bit different. If you're fighting with if you're swinging your two-handed sword, you can swing it. It's going to be a disadvantage, but because it's the inside of this creature, its AC is lower. Does that make sense?
And she technically has advantage to hit, so it'll be a normal thing because he's still got Fairy Fire.
That's true. That is true. She does have Fairy Fire on from Blazenir. So yeah. It would just be a regular hit.
Oh, I hit it twice. I got a 20 on the first one.
Which is a hit.
Okay. So 11 damage. And actually, hold on one second. I believe I get to reroll that too. Because I have greater weapon fighting. Where are you at?
So,
yep, I do have great weapons fighting.
Huh.
Nice. Two-handed or versatile property. Perfect.
So just roll a d6, Matt?
Yeah, so you just roll a d6.
Okay.
3.
So
12.
So 2 extra points of damage. So hold on, let's see.
He can. I mean, he's looking right at it all around.
It's weird and squiffy. It's fine.
Okay, no problem.
It's 13 points of damage.
It'd be 12.
Yeah, because he had rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it goes up to a 3.
Got it. Okay. So yeah.
I love math.
Are you doing anything else for your bonus action or your movement? Well, you can't really move too much.
No, I will be saving my bonus action to look pretty.
You don't have a healing potion or anything like that?
Nope, we didn't give me any healing potions or anything.
Well, we never really talked about it, did we?
Yeah, since you said I couldn't go to the store or anything like that beforehand, so I just didn't get anything.
I'm sure an adventurer like you at least has a lesser healing potion on you.
That's your call. Okay, I will use a lesser healing potion. What's the rolls to make it easier?
2d4 plus 2.
So 8.
There you go. And it is the Froghemoth's turn next. So while she's drinking that potion, that is going to be the only gimme I'm going to give you, though.
That's fine.
The Froghemoth, it has the Duergar there, Novo, Edmund, Fantine. Let's see, is Cameron in range? No, he is not. Is it a dead body? No, it's not. Okay, so D4. God damn.
Goodbye, cruel world.
So the funny thing is, I need to start calling out who's what before I do these rolls, because in my head I counted 1, 2, 3, 4 Edmund Fantine Novo Duergar.
Oh, I went from left to right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went from top to bottom and just did it like that, counterclockwise. It's really funny, but I'm gonna allow it because why the fuck not?
No, he can hit me. It's fine.
I mean, if you really want me to.
I kind of do, because I want this guy to be questioned. I don't want the guy to die. I want us to be able to actually get some answers.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'll sacrifice myself. Hit me!
I'm going with I always go with my first intention because that's how I like to do it. And that's going to be the Duergar Warlord. And it had advantage anyway because it's the thing was right there on the ground. But either or, it's a hit. So it just, you see the tentacles smash down. And sorry to say this, but yeah, that guy only had 5 hit points left.
Well, he was unconscious, so.
He was unconscious, but he had 5 hit points left. So he is grasped by the tentacle and smashed in that grasp. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and he's grappled, so he's already unconscious. The thing lifts it up to his mouth and takes a gigantic bite.
Well, fair enough.
That's a 25 to hit, which is a crit anyway, and doing 18 points of piercing damage, bites through the Duergar Warlord completely, and it is now swallowed as well. Willow, there's a body underneath you I forgot to mention, because one of those Duergar got eat beforehand, and you can kind of feel it with your foot. Another body of blood and viscera and probably intestine and guts just comes raining down on you in the stomach of this creature.
Anyone got any shampoo while I'm getting the shower?
Got some dry shampoo.
Ooh, but conditioner?
No.
But it is Fantine's turn next. And there are no other enemies but you guys. You got really lucky there.
On the end of its turn, it needs to make a Constitution save for the insect plague.
I like it. That's a save.
Yeah, I think it takes half damage, no?
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
So that's half of 21. So I think 10 if you round down.
Yep, 10 points of damage. And as these insects kind of bite into him, you said they're butterflies, but they're just chomping into
they're fireflies.
Fireflies? Okay, fireflies just chomping in on this creature. He's looking pretty hurt. Still alive, and now he doesn't have any other targets but you guys. Sorry, Fantine, what are you doing?
15.
15 does hit.
17 damage.
17 points of damage, I like it.
22.
22 hits.
12.
12 more points of damage.
He's still standing.
Oh yeah, he is.
24. Oh, can I say with my bonus action I moved my hex?
Well, I thought the offhanded glaive is the bonus action.
Can I not offhand glaive and just have moved my hex instead?
You want to retroactively do that?
Yeah, I do want to retroactively.
I'm going to say no. You should have called that out before.
Wow,
that's a bit lame.
Take a 6.
Oh, Fairy Fire is gone. I just realized because concentration.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, would be.
Yeah. Sorry,
Wait, so would the first attack have missed then?
Yeah, so we got to redo that because the first attack would have missed.
Wait, you're gonna retroactively redo that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it's also the DM's job to remember concentration, especially because it's my first spellcasting character. You know.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. All this retroactive stuff is really
Wait.
throwing me out.
It's kind of lame, honestly.
It's really lame.
Except Mr. Junior, Tergot was a ranger, and rangers have spellcasting, and you had spellcasting. So
3
it's not
spells.
your first spellcasting character.
3 spells and it's a half spellcaster. It doesn't count. Alright, I didn't have to worry about concentration because I only had to pass without trace.
That's your problem.
And then I'm gonna jump on my broom.
Yep.
And fly.
Now, if you're
Over
flying
here.
up
That's
out of the
fine.
way, you are currently in his field of... So he will be able to take an attack of opportunity.
That's better than getting 2 attacks on me.
Well, that was a 28.
Come at me. I'm going down.
24 points of damage, and you are grappled.
Avenge me.
And yeah, it has you in its hands now.
I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious. Novo, you're up next.
Alright, I mean, I'm gonna give it my all. 23 hits
Yes, it does.
for... Oh shit, ignore that hand of healing. I think that should be just a 10.
Yeah, should be just a 10. That's fine.
Yeah, my bad. Second attack, 14. Does 14 hit?
14 just hits.
That's 13 damage.
Nice.
And of course, I'm doing my flurry of blows. 20 hits.
20 hits.
For another 11 damage. Please tell me he's down.
He is.
He's done.
Novo.
Okay, wait. I'm hand of healing myself real quick because I still got one more thing. So.
Yeah, you could have touched yourself last with a hand of healing.
Whoa.
Okay.
So with that last punch of the brass knuckles, you just clobber this thing. Novo, please tell us how this looks.
I think I pretty much hit him right in the I hit him a couple times with my quarterstaff right on top of the head and turn around and kick him straight in the brain.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that last kick, this giant creature just comes tumbling down, falling, and lands with a crash, dropping Fantine out from her tentacle. But the thing is dead.
I see.
And Willow, you feel in your the constriction of the muscles around you just loosen ever so slightly as the thing tumbles to the ground.
I want to crawl out the mouth, covered in pure blood, and just shake my head like it's one of those shampoo commercials. Because I'm worth it.
Even though I'm dead, my dry shampoo falls out of my backpack.
If we're out of combat, I'm gonna have Kyan go over there so I can heal her.
Do you have any healing slots left?
One. I kept it just in case.
So, Kylan, with Fantine on the ground, with the tentacle releasing her, Kylan comes running over and just puts its tiny paws on you to heal you.
Yeah, and I'm going to cast Produce Flames and throw it at the zombie. Which is a crit.
I wake up and I look around for my friend Garchuk, my zombie friend, for comfort, and then I see him immolated.
Yeah, you absolutely do, because that was... Holy shit, 32 plus 8 damage.
I wrote max damage as well.
I start
for that
crying.
second one.
And so the zombie just explodes in a huge blast of fire. I don't think it matters to roll a con save. Yeah, you would never be able to roll above that. But that's an excellent place to leave it for this evening.
Do we get a level for this?
You're so adorable.
Papa Matt, can I have level, please?
You're
One
adorable.
level, please.
But
Please, sir.
I think this is an excellent place to end things for tonight. So, on behalf of everybody here in the Debauchery Circus, I just want to say thank you all for watching. Have a great, great evening, and we will see you next Monday.
Bye.